Yes. All right. So how are we feeling this morning?
Good. Great.
Still this morning. I mean, I guess it's kind of afternoon. So how is everyone feeling this afternoon?
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. I like it. It's a beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. So I'm super excited about our speaker today. He's flown in from Florida, beautiful Florida. He's flown in to spend some great quality time with us today. I know you guys are going to get some great information. You're going to get some great information that's going to deliver so much value to your business. In fact, your business is going to be exponential. That's the type of business that you guys are going to have. So, to give a little rundown of Mr. Daniel Fleischman, Daniel Fleischman coaches and trains on real estate sales, as well as marketing, social media. He also works with an agent on a show on Netflix. He'll talk more about.
I fired him, but I did.
So also advanced business strategies. Daniel has facilitated and presented at live events with Tony Robbins. How many of you guys like Tony Robbins?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. He's amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Chet Holmes, Steve Harvey. Come on, Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Come on, the price is right. Come on, guys. Come on. Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street. How many of you guys love that movie?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. It's a great movie. You guys have watched
He was robbing people, though.
Well, yeah. Besides that part there, and many more. Daniel will share innovative ways to take listings. Who wants listings?
Right here.
Absolutely. All everyone's hands need to be up. Why is your hand not up? You don't want any listings, Maya?
Oh, I do, but I'm just paying attention.
Oh, I appreciate that. I like it. Yeah. So yes, we want to listen.
My mentor said if you engage more, that you make more money, and I like money. I don't know about you.
Yes, absolutely. That's why I'm
I'm
wearing the
engaged.
suit.
I'm
So
just paying
you guys like money. That's why I'm wearing the suit, right? Absolutely. Yeah. So you're gonna learn how to take listings and secret social media strategies. Who wants some of those secret social media strategies?
Give 'em.
Yes, absolutely. All of you guys want those social media strategies. Absolutely. So I would love the opportunity to give an honor and present Mr. Daniel Fleischman. So let's give him a hand. All right. Yes.
Awesome. You'll be hanging out most of the time, right?
Absolutely.
Love it.
I want to learn how to get some luxury listings.
Let's do it. I have an intro video. Did anybody go to the family reunions? He had my lad. Okay, he had an intro video. He said it was the least cheesy one that he had. Welcome everybody. So I think what we'll do is jump right in. I'm going to skip my intro video here. So it's like when the mortgage company and title company don't call each other. We're a little bit off here on the screen, but Brian's the OP, right?
Yes, sir.
And Q is our team lead. So round of applause, please, for those guys. Yeah. Also from Mo and your leadership here, we appreciate it. So like always be gracious to your host, okay? So and anytime you can, pull up the DJ Khaled meme. I appreciate you. Okay? Heck yeah. All right. So today, who here thinks Gary Keller is an absolute genius? Anybody? Legit. I'm not pandering. So I don't work for KW. I am joining a KW under an operating principal. He's actually here on the West Coast.
Congratulations.
So always. Thank you. I know.
Yeah. You're joining us.
So the one thing.
Yes.
And then that other statement we don't say anymore, but we'll leave that alone. Okay. But no, okay, nobody knows that one. That's good. All right. So what this says, I've just memorized. It says when the market shifts, you don't necessarily have to put more hours in a day. You have to shift how you spend your time. If you don't like lead gen, you're gonna get caught right now. Not my quote. That's Uncle Gary Keller. Okay. So with that being said, who wants to lead gen and get people that want to list without endless cold calling, door knocking, all the horrible things that don't work? Yes? Can I get a yes? Amen? Okay, cool.
Amen.
So, listen, I spent a couple hours too. I pulled some market-specific data. We're here from Chino Hills. Do we get out to Corona? How far east and west do we get?
Rupa Valley, Riverside.
Yeah, boom. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Appreciate the high level of engagement. Thank you so much. Is this pretty close? I don't know, is that it? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who here, were you asking, who said something about high interest rates they're worried about? Yeah? What was your first name?
David.
David, awesome. So this here, let me ask you something. Let's say somebody, does everyone know baby boomers, a lot of them are empty nesters, they're gonna downsize soon? Yeah? They might have a 2-story, they don't like stairs. They may have lived there 30 years, it's 2 people living in a 5-bedroom, and they're owner occupant. And they have no mortgage. So like, do you think they might sell cash, and then don't you think they might buy cash? So maybe they care less about interest rates? That's one of many solutions, but is that a potential legit one?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take a selfie with you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, cool. Here, I'll tell you what, if it's cool, how are we on time? I have some really profound information that's working in this market. I know a lot of it, what is it, 48% of agents, Q, have not made one deal, or done one deal all year.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
48%.
Last I heard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's also a book called How to Lie Using Statistics, but that's the best number that I know. It's recommended reading from Bill Gates, but anyway. No, okay, anyway, I think it's around 40–50%. But I know that the top 8% of agents, and this was in maybe the summer, around summertime, 8% of agents have done 4 or more transactions.
Yes,
right?
same.
So like legit, but so I think there's some fear and uncertainty in the marketplace, right? Are we good on time? I have some really great strategies. You have about an hour?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we rapid fire, go around the room, if you could say your name, how long you've been licensed, and just one thing you'd love to take away, if that's cool. What's your name right here?
Jabril, I've been licensed for 4 years, and I want to take away how we can get the listings without making endless follow-up.
Love it. We are going to hit that.
My name is Amaya. I've been licensed for about a year now, and I would love to take away, honestly, everything. So
I love it. I love it.
anything I can
There's
do.
this book I read one time. It says, "Ask and you shall receive." So yes, you should ask big questions. And if you want, it's up to you. But afterwards, I can share with you one of life's biggest secrets, but only if you want to. But
Of
it's
course
awesome.
I want to.
Boom. Okay, cool. Next.
My name is David Priscilla. I've been an agent for about 8 months now, and I just want listings. So
You look familiar. Do you used to go to like events, like
No.
training event? No.
No,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your listings, awesome. You look
I'm just
familiar.
hungry.
You know, maybe we're LinkedIn stalking each other. It's
There you
possible.
go.
Yeah.
My name is Maggie Brown, and I've been an agent since the end of July.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, yeah, we're in the right place. And you want to take listings, or you want buyers with bad credit?
I want
Listings.
listings.
Okay. Good. Either two of you in the back row.
My name is Vanessa. I've been active since July as well, so
Okay.
2 months.
Yeah.
And I just want to close my current deal.
You're gonna crush it. You know how I know that? I have ESPN. I'm just kidding. I have sisters. They made me watch Mean Girls. If you've seen that movie, that's so I think you're gonna crush. I do. What'd you do before this?
Property management.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, it's okay, cool. So you probably know some people who know some people who have some listings.
I'm trying.
Cool.
David Nelson.
Yes.
About 2 months.
2 months. Okay, cool. And what do you want to figure out how to get some deals going?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Q, how long have you been licensed?
9 years.
9. Yeah, Q's the man. Round of applause again for Q. Yeah. Listen, you know how many brokers and team leaders and like I'm talking to other companies mostly, but like they just don't care. Like this dude cares.
Yeah,
He's making great content, so like just be grateful for that.
Oh, my name's Patrick Chan. I've had my license since 2006, but just joined this office last month.
Okay.
A month ago.
Cool. And you want to get some deals going? Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Welcome.
Tina Wayne, almost 5 years. I want to know I want to take away how can we get listing on a consistent basis.
Yes, we're gonna hit that. Yeah. How about them calling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're agents. We don't pick up the phone, huh?
Right.
Okay. Yes, we will hit that.
William Jia, in business for 11 years.
Cool. Very
I
cool.
think I'm only less than Tom. I guess.
Yeah. I've trained with agents that have been and brokers that have been licensed 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and pretty much all of them are like, wow, you know, like I don't really normally learn something new, variation on a theme. So please get excited. I promise you'll probably see some new things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's learning based.
And then, did I get your biggest thing? You just want to get more done in less time? What's your goal?
Yeah, I love the 20–80%.
80-20 rule? We're gonna go 99-1.
Okay.
We'll start in the back, right here.
Okay, my name is Kimberly Spurgs, and I was a Texas realtor since
DFW or Houston?
Dallas.
Dallas, DFW. You know my son knows who Chameleonaire is and he's 9. I'm like, how do you know? He's from Houston, obviously. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, from 2018, just for 2 years, and then I came here, and I've only been licensed here for 2 months.
Commissions are bigger here.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
Most things are
Say
bigger in
why?
Texas, but not
You
GCI.
leave Texas to come here, 'cause that's
Texas
why.
people don't hate me. Very cool. Love your hair, by the way.
Okay.
Very cool. Yeah, next.
My name is Heidi Escobar. I've been licensed for about a month, and I just wanted to learn how to get listings.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit. Perfect. Next row.
Clara Milan. I've had my license for 2 years, but I've been consistent for 1 year, so I
Okay.
wouldn't count the first year. Yeah, I just want to learn tips and tricks, anything that's going to save me time to get listings.
Yes. Reach out to me after. I have some specific things that work for you. Yes, fantastic. I'm picking up on your energy. Go ahead. In a good way.
My name is Tom Roach, and I'm here. I support KW. I've been in title with Monarch Title for over 30 years, so I always like to get to information like this. So
I bet you buy
help
that
out the
food sometimes,
realtors.
huh?
Yeah.
Round of applause, hey, buddy. Very cool, very cool, awesome. Is there any scam stuff we need to be aware of? Is there people trying to sell land that isn't theirs? Is that right? Yeah?
There's
Yeah.
always that going
Yeah,
on. You know
yeah.
that.
Stay safe out there. You do a safety class, right?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, I don't know. Ladies, you know.
They even throw their pet dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, right here. Yes.
My name is, Vershawn, they call me Sunshine.
Oh, nice.
I've been licensed for a little less than a year. I would like to now cross over to luxury
Yeah.
listings, so
Yeah.
I had an amazing first few months, and I just wanna cross over.
Sunshine, one of my mentors has a quote I think you'll like. You ready?
Yeah.
Because Daniel, solve wealthy people's problems, they pay better. He's like, donate your time and money to charity. But I think you're on the right path. I like it. Excellent.
Okay. My name is Cayenne Wei, and I was licensed August 1st, and I'm here August 2nd.
Congrats.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And then are you hoping to make some money or just hanging out?
Well, definitely make some money.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And then just think about a specific amount for yourself. But yeah, it's always good to have a number. And then,
I'm KW's family, so I guess I can introduce myself. Rachel Martinez, I've been licensed just about 3 years. What I like to take out of classes is how can I be more efficient in my business?
got it.
Save time.
Yeah, and look at her leadership a bit, right? She's running around with the digital SLR. By the way, you should shout out what you do. You know the weirdest things happening to me now? People are calling me after somebody dies or is getting divorced, like, Daniel, don't you know a bunch of attorneys? Don't you think it's good to be the referral hub between attorneys and people? Don't you think that leads to deals? It sure does, right? So never be afraid to shout out what you do. Thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome. And did we say hi to you?
This is my sister Emily. We do some marketing on the side. So
Yeah, awesome.
Not on the
Well,
side.
should these agents be reaching out to you? You want to do a plug?
Yeah, so I'm actually a licensed realtor myself.
Okay.
I've been licensed a little over 3 years
Yeah.
now. And so we do real estate. We're a real estate team, sister team.
Nice.
And we also have a marketing business.
Love it.
Where we cover events like this. If you ever have an event, especially that's one way in which you lead generate. So if you guys have any events, especially right now because the holidays are coming up, I know we're planning certain things. So
Right.
if you ever need coverage, so you don't have to be the one running around taking pictures and videos and such.
Client events, open houses, or sometimes if you're handing keys over and you want to give that as a gift to your clients, like, hey, do you want some really nice pictures in front of your new home? We're happy to do any of that.
Awesome. So reach out to you. All right, let other people plug too. Awesome. Thank you so much. Round of applause. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna hit all that stuff. Does everybody have an hour?
Yes.
Okay, everyone thinks I'm from New York. I'm gonna go really fast. You can listen really fast or tell me if you need me to slow down. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it. Let's see. Yeah, that is has no mortgage. And okay, I'm gonna try to remember. Okay, yeah. Everyone see this okay? This is a test. This is like this market is crazy. Okay, we're gonna make it work anyway. Alright? Results disclaimer. This is not legal, tax, or accounting advice. This is not marital, medical advice. Hashtag please don't sue me. Okay? This may result hopefully in larger tax bills. Are we allowed to have some fun? I might have a little bit of fun.
Yes.
Okay, alright, cool. Client stories that they're sharing it where they had successes. It's not a magic pill, like they actually did something. It's not a magic pill, okay? And today's about value, so there's no sales pitch. But here's what I would say, and I mean this. And I would normally say, normally I have my phone number here, and I might do that. But here's what I'm gonna say. I try to improve every day. Here's my improvement today in my business that you can take in your business. The average person, and this stat is somewhat close, wastes over 100 hours a year on unnecessary follow-up, meaning it wasn't a good use of their time follow-up. So I would love to help you. Hang out afterwards, and like we'll get a time and we'll do a one-on-one Zoom. You'll have questions. I know that you will. I can't, I'm gonna give you the cliff notes. But anyway, hang out after. Worst case, if you have to leave, that's my business cell. 407-693-6297. The last thing you can learn from this slide, I guess I should tell you what you're getting. I will talk to you and answer any questions. I also have some other additional video trainings, if you'd like those as well. Some surprise bonus gifts that will help you get listings. And who here's on LinkedIn? Yeah? I have a joke that's akin to a dad joke if you're not on there. Like, you people that are not on LinkedIn, is it you hate money? Why are we not on LinkedIn? Okay, it's a bad joke, obviously. No, listen, who here likes TikTok? Yeah, don't cancel me, okay. So 90% of luxury homeowners are on LinkedIn, not TikTok. Lamborghini used to have, people used to say, why doesn't Lamborghini make daytime TV commercials? Because people driving Lambos make daytime TV, they're not watching daytime TV.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, right there. Good. I'm being playful. But like, so what I did here, one thing that I did to do this improvement is two things. One is like literally people would like, I noticed people taking photos of this and not texting me, which you probably want people to call you instead of like taking down your number to never call, right? So that's an improvement. The other one is, I'm telling you, get on LinkedIn. You don't have to do dancing TikTok videos, although I'm sure yours would be fantastic if you did do them. I'm just saying because you like TikTok, that's all. But anyway, you probably dance better than me though. So,
Probably.
yeah, it's all good. It's okay. Here, I'm gonna try a rapport building exercise. It's either gonna go great or it's gonna be keeping it real goes wrong. So this girl asked me if I know how to jerk, and I was like, you mean to dance? And she goes, yeah. I was like, I know how to walk it out. And I go, you ain't hood if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's pretty good. I thought it was fantastic. She just looked at me and walked away. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah, that one was good. I'm
There you
glad
go.
she liked it. That one was
Some
good.
people think I'm funny, some people think I'm funny looking. I'm good either way. Cool. So attorney referral partners. So who here wants to work with like divorce and probate attorneys that can give you listings? Yes? Who's newly licensed for real and is like, you're not sure why you'd want to work with attorneys? Does anybody just go like this? I'll notice. Anybody? No? Okay. So like, if anybody here, I'm not happy about it. Have you heard some people are dying and getting divorced? Have you heard this? Yeah. And it's very sad, but it's increasing, and it's like, but it triggers real estate transactions. So while I like to be positive, but you don't want to be like on drugs, like, oh, everything, I'm so happy. That's like, we're gonna see the world as it is, not better or worse, right? But I've met with close to 70 attorneys in the past 3 months, okay? And it's a longer game, but once you get in with attorneys, they are going to be sending you listings consistently, right? So your goal could be this. What if you had, what was your first name again? Jabril. So imagine you could get 4 attorneys. I mean, there's not that many attorneys around here, are there? You know there used to be more attorneys than real estate agents until like 2017, 18. So remember Snapple Fun Facts? You would pop the Snapple off and have we have exponential fun facts. But after LA Law came out, the TV show, the number of attorneys in the United States went up exponentially. It was nuts. So there's actually, there was more agents during the pandemic than attorneys. It's about 1 to 1. So there's a massive amount of attorneys out there, right? Do you think you could maybe get 4 if you tried to work with you?
Yeah.
And on average, I think it's 5 or 6 listings they would send you a year, depending on the firm. Let's call it 4. So if you had 4 people sending you 4 listings every year, would it be cool to walk into every year knowing you got 16 coming?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So that's one of the things we'll hit. So everybody wants to talk about attorneys? Yeah, let's do it. We will do that. Yes, and again, 90% of luxury homeowners are on LinkedIn. And ladies, are you cold, warm? How's everybody feeling? I'm a bit warm. Okay, okay. I'll just take my jacket off then. I don't want to upset anybody too much. So I'm like a polar bear. So 90% of luxury homeowners are on LinkedIn. Okay. So the thing is, nobody here wants to cold call, right?
Right.
So I'm going to show you. In fact, if you don't have the LinkedIn app, download it. I'm going to show you how with LinkedIn, without posting or doing anything, you can get introductions to like luxury homeowners and the people that you want to talk to. Cool. So we will hit that. In fact, we were talking one time about who wouldn't be on LinkedIn, so we're trying to do a counter example. If you have one, shout it out. I was like, Pablo Escobar. And then I was like, no, he would have been on LinkedIn. You know what it would have said? He owns a taxi company, a laundry company. If you got a $5 million house and you don't have a LinkedIn, it's super suspect, or sus, as the kids might be saying, right? Is they still saying sus or no? Is cap still a thing? Yeah. So, all right, for the older folks in here, so like, you know how capping is a good thing? Yeah. Can anybody anybody here explain what no cap means? It means don't lie. So if you come home to your kids and be like, I'm capping, and then your kids gonna look at you like you're crazy, that's why. Anyway, you're up on game now. There we go. Well, my son said they're not saying it anymore. I don't know. I can't keep it up. Can't keep it straight. All right, we're gonna also, who wants to get homeowners and referral partners to call you to list? Listen, yeah, I know I train on this. I know y'all don't want to pick up the phone. I get it. I do.
Okay.
Alright. Who wants to get buyers and sellers that'll work with you regardless of interest rates, low inventory, and any market conditions? Yes? Pretty good? Yeah. Clickbait. Stay to the end. I promise I'll deliver on all of it. Fair? Okay, cool. Again, bonus gifts here. Please see me after if you can. Worst case, one or two of you, I'll actually let you text me. It's my business cell. Please don't call it after like midnight Eastern. 407-693-6297. Alright, cool. So, what if there was a more efficient, effective way to get like way more things done like in less time? Would that be good? Do we want more done in less time? So we can do more of the God, the family, and get the business stuff done? So, does any can we start with something fun? Is that cool?
Yeah.
I want you to so look, whether or not you like me, I know these strategies are legit. Okay, so please judge me at the end. But I want you to I don't want to like have a better way to follow up. So we were talking earlier about how do you follow up better. Don't be mad at me, Q. I don't want you to follow up at all. I want people to follow up with you. So I'm gonna do a paradigm shift. Can I share a fun video to try to get the point across? Has everybody seen The Matrix back in the day? Not the new woke, like the old school one, yeah? Oh, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Thanks so much. This is a horrible call. I still got the meeting. Right? Because we used like the name drop, the LinkedIn. And if you get an intro from somebody you know, who's ever had a listing from a friend or family member, that wasn't a listing appointment. That thing was in the bag. My friends don't give me objections. Who's seen The Matrix, the movie? Remember it back in the day? So like Neo asked Morpheus, he goes,
Dodge bullets.
so you're saying I can dodge bullets? And then what's Morpheus say?
Trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have
He says, no, Neo. I'm telling you when you're ready, you won't have to. Stop trying to overcome objection. Be like David Henning. Make more friends. Network. I'm telling you, there's more people you could call that would love to do business with you. You don't have to learn how to overcome objection. Is that good? So if you haven't seen the Matrix movies, like in the first one, he like dodges bullets, but in the second one, he can stop bullets, right? The idea that I don't want people to give me objections at all, which sounds ridiculous, right? But my friends and my people that I get introduced to, like from somebody that they know, like, or trust, they just normally like talk to me. They don't swear at me and hang up, set a meeting, do business with me. Would we like to do more of this? So I promise we're gonna do the how-to. But does that resonate? Any questions? You like that thinking? Okay, cool. I'm glad. All right, I think I'm okay in LA with this one. Our goal is that when you see your pain in the butt clients, that you give them this face. You're like, yeah, I'm busy, right? Okay? We want less pain in the butt clients. Is that acceptable? Q, is that okay? Okay. All right. So if you follow us on social media, you can do @exponential business coaching, or some of you like Tony Robbins. Him and his team gave me a nickname. It was D-Fly. Sounds like a white rapper, I know, but try to argue with him. He's super tall. It's DFLEI7 on Instagram. So all these videos that the thumbnails are up here for you can see. But so basically, because I'm not going to show this for time's sake. But does anybody see Ed Milet at Family Reunion, or did you watch the replay? Yes. So you remember him saying, with any good story, there's normally a little bit of God or Jesus involved. Like, I'm not trying to take it like, I'm not trying to say I'm awesome. I'm saying, I don't know, like, I work really hard and like I get lucky, and then before I make a call, I'm like, God, please make this work. But I was in, this was in like either Palm Beach or Boca, and we pulled an expired list, which if you want to stick at the end, we can make some live calls. I'm doing most of my trainings via Zoom, but Q's so awesome that I came out, okay? But we pulled a list from, which MLS are you in? Yes, you have Remind Pro, you heard of this? Okay, cool. Also, you may have used it, but that doesn't mean you can race with Mario Andretti. So there's like different things you can do with it. But if you pull a list, we pulled a list from that real time. We sorted it from high to low. I'll tell you about that in a minute. That's the pursuit of happiness strategy. And then I took 30 to 60 seconds to look up a little bit of information on the homeowner. I called and set the listing appointment, right? Like, so I couldn't have faked it. I even had a gal in the meeting. There's a video of her saying, no, this is legit. Yeah, she's right there. That's Tamar. And she's like, no. She's like, I couldn't believe it. She's like, I wish Daniel would have picked up my phone to do it, But so anyway, a few lessons from this. One, does it seem intimidating to call super high-end luxury? Is that high-end here? It's 18 million still?
Yeah.
Over 2? What's luxury here? Over 2?
Yeah, over a million's considered luxury.
Is it? Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, gotcha. So anyway, does that seem like that might be a little bit more scary? For most agents, it is, which means less people are calling it. Because when you call the $500,000 FSBOs are expired, you probably get some expletives. Blah, 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 bitch, right? This one, I'll just give you the background. I found out their names, the husband and wife. So this type of deal does not go in a dialer. Does anybody use dialers?
Yeah.
Anybody buy leads?
Yeah.
Nobody buys leads? Okay,
Oh
cool.
yeah, right here.
Yeah, who do you buy from?
Mojo.
Got it. Okay. Well, in Remind, you can get the expireds for free. You're welcome. I'll show you how if you want. Yeah.
And the
$50
numbers.
What's
and
that?
the numbers.
Most of the phone numbers, most of the emails, but then you have to have a virtual assistant clean it up like anything in life.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit
Okay.
that. Yeah, for sure. So anyway, lots of people were calling it. I knew the husband and wife's name, and I knew guess where they were at on LinkedIn. How do you have an $18 million house and you're not on LinkedIn? You weird. Okay. So anyway, I thought I had the husband's number, but it was the wife's. So when I called, I was like, I was meant to call. Tom, is this Betty? And she's like, yeah, this is Betty. And I said, oh yeah, your husband owns blah, blah, blah company? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you wanted to sell your house in Palm Beach? She's like, yeah. I was like, you still want to sell it? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Are you open to like relist it, pay a commission? She goes, yeah. I said, cool. And then we set a meeting up, right? So like, you see those things that are a little bit different than everything else is doing? Just randomly cold calling numbers and like hoping, right? The other thing too is with LinkedIn, what I would have done if that didn't work is we have that, what's DN, okay, this is a joke, and don't get me in trouble. But DNC stands for
Do not call.
definitely call now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I'm going to show you how to legally, ethically get around the do not call list. But guess what's never on the do not call list? People, you don't have to text me, I'm right here, just so you know. But that didn't land, okay? She don't like me, Q. She don't like me. I'm teasing. Alright. So you're gonna do well. You're gonna do well in real estate too, just so you know, if you put the work in. So I digress. Where was that? The business phone. If you call them at their office, in fact, what I can't believe is people with this. You would assume when you call their office that their assistant would answer, but no. Normally they answer. It's not on the do not call list. They typically pick up the phone. It's unbelievable, right? They're like, people are like, damn, how would you possibly get their business number? Go on LinkedIn and see where they work. And then maybe look up company directory. Is this good? $40 million lawsuit that was probably frivolous on do not call, okay? We're gonna show, by the way, would that be, I talked to another OP, she told me who to call. Who should I call on that to save any more lawsuits on the DNC? Would that be the head of training? Was that, what's his name?
You talking about Jason Abrams or you don't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got his number. Is that who I should call on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, cool. But we can legally, ethically get around it, right? I'm sure one or two of you in here don't make calls, or you have an excuse to not make calls. You're like, it's on the do not call list. But I'm going to show you how to get around it. Cool? Good. Didn't mean to get too long-winded on that one. Yeah, stay after if you want to set some listing appointments. I'll just set one, and then I'll probably have to go. So look, you're going to have questions today. I am going to go quickly. You will get value. There's two people that come out of this training. Q, who in here is crushing it? Can you, if they would be okay with you saying?
Sunshine.
Sunshine's crushing it, right? So like, the Sunshine will be one type of person that come out of this. She's like positive, trying to make stuff happen, producing, and she'll walk away and go do something right before we leave. Then there's the other type of person, somebody that's like complains about everything in life, right? So you can decide which type of person you want to be. If you want to be like Sunshine or be like a complainer, it's up to you. Okay?
We don't have any of those here, right?
Oh, boom!
Yes.
There you go. I'm
Yes.
sure there's one out in the internet land. We'll get the replay for them as well. Alright, cool. We'll jump in here. By the way, we'll sit down for 2 seconds. Like, I did a training in Montana. You can imagine how much they like how fast I talk, right? But they're like, yeah, Daniel, your stuff's really good, a little bit of fluff in there. And I'm like, a little bit of fluff, okay. I've spent 500-600 hours on this training, so like I promise you, every single piece, I've done just the strategies, and then people don't do it. Because like you have to have the mindset, you have to like do these other things. So I promise everything does tie together here. So if some of this you're like, I don't know how what this has to do with real estate, it does tie together. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Because we're probably here for real estate because we care about what, like our family and our community and buying cool stuff, right? So yes, thank you. Quick request, focus is power. So if you want, put your phone on silent or airplane mode. And make sure to capture your biggest action items. I literally have had agents in the training like actually get results. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so we've got, so I keep my hair short on the sides. You know why? Because my salt and pepper is coming in, okay? But you don't have to admit, there's some of you who've seen this before, right? This is the more you know, the public service announcements back in the day. I can tell who knows what it is. Quick PSA, but I think it'll help you. Is that fair?
Yes.
Who's still getting extended car warranty calls?
Oh, I am.
Yes, I have an extended car warranty. Right?
Especially when it's time for them to expire.
Right? Yeah, for sure. It's like blowing up. So look, I would say, do you want to know, you can kind of guess, the number one unspoken complaint according to the NAR from buyers and sellers. My agent will not call me back, pick up the phone, communicate. communicate. Number one unspoken complaint that they don't want to say, okay? Like your luxury seller or buyer is not going to send you this meme, even though it's kind of cute, okay? They're not going to send you this meme. It says, don't leave me hanging. However, if you're going to take one photo, take that one. I can tell you that you will get more VIP or baller meetings with that. Somebody ghosted you for 2 weeks. I don't know why. You text that, they'll call you. It's so weird. It's all amazing. Use it. But your buyers and sellers will not send you that. You know how many agents I call a day that come to my training. They're like, they go to the website and they're like, I want to talk to you. And I call them. And like, they will not pick up the phone or call me back or anything. It's hilarious. It's wild. It's wild, right? But then the ones that do crush it. So it's all good. But your buyers and sellers are not going to send you those. I think my PSA, if I had one, is pick up the phone more. I think you'll get more listings, have more gross commission, you'll do more business. You can get an extended car warranty guy off the phone in 3 seconds. Or there's a new TV show, they're catching all those scam people. Isn't that awesome? You see that? They're catching all the scam call centers. If you don't watch 5 minutes of TV, that one's pretty good. They're trying to get rid of these scammers that are scamming, the elderly people and stuff. But anyway, everyone open or answer their phone more often. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Love it. Cool. So after many years of I think we've all had trial and error. We keep doing stuff that doesn't work, right? What's the definition of insanity again? It's doing the same thing
over and over again, expecting different results.
Right. So maybe we should stop doing that, right? Not radically. Maybe we'll just shift it a little bit. Is that okay? By the way, I think, was that Einstein? My son's name is Nikola, like Nikola Tesla. And they asked Einstein who was the what it's like to be the smartest man in the world. And you know what Einstein said? He's like, you should ask Nikola Tesla. Anyway, true story. All right, cool. So what's the closest, I don't gamble, but what's the closest casino to here? Yeah. So look, I don't want to, that was the wrong question. That was the wrong question. Who doesn't want to gamble on their business? You want to bet on a sure thing? Yeah. In fact, does anybody remember the actor Michael Douglas? Yeah. He had a movie called Wall Street. Not the one with Shia LaBeouf. This was like way before that in the 80s, okay?
Good one.
But yeah, it was a great movie. A few quotes in the movie that are not related to insider trading, they're going to relate to this. One is going to be, here's what it says up here. It says, I don't throw darts at a board, I only bet on a sure thing. Do we want to talk to people that only need or really want to need or sell their property? Is that good? So we're going to focus on today. The other quote in the movie, which we'll hit at the very end, so it'll all tie together, is he says, information. It's the most valuable commodity I know of. My agents, if they are going to call a FSBO or talk to a FSBO, they're the first agent. And they're very nice. Because if you called near the 58th agent, they're very mean. Okay? Completely different thing. But don't you want to be the first agent to know? You do, right? Because it's weird to try to get somebody to sell their house that doesn't want to. That sounds slimy. Okay? But being the first one to know who they want to sell is powerful, right? Good? Cool. So the systematic approach today. Who's read Think and Grow Rich or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People?
I wrote that one.
Yeah? Okay, what was your favorite part?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. The thinking part?
It was years ago.
Well,
but I read
based
it.
on what you've said so far, you seem to think big.
Yeah, I
Keep
do.
doing that.
Okay.
It does work. It does work. Way more than you would think. Because if you don't believe you can do anything, you'll just find ways for it not to work. So in that book, both of those books, I believe, there's a theory. It's called Begin with the End in Mind, right? So in the 7 Habits, they go all the way to the end of your life. Think about what people say at your funeral. We're not going there today. But how about where listings? We want listings, right? Should we know where they're coming from?
Yes.
So I just did Marco Island. I just Palm Beach. I've done 10 or 12 market centers in SoCal, NorCal, all over the country. And I asked for hecklers on this one, so I'll take hecklers. But I'm going to show you this list at the end. Can you tell me if you think it's right? If we should add anything, take anything away? Is that cool? All right, cool. So we'll start with everyone's favorite, expired and FSBO. Get it? Who here loves expires and FSBOs? Who hates it? Okay, everyone hates it. What if you could get an expired FSBO to call you? Would you be a fan then? Yeah. So stick to the very end. I promise I'll show you how to do that. Now look, if you could just add 2, 3, 4 transactions a year, what's the average property in
15,000, I'd say. Easy.
GCI is about 50?
Yeah, 50,000.
Yeah. So if you added 3, it's like 45 grand. I don't know. It'd be a nice little bit extra. What would you do with an extra 45 grand, right? It'd be good. So if you stay on it, we have a few strategies. Stick to the end, and I will show you that. So I agree. Especially expireds. Okay, I have a PG version of this. I think it's going to be okay. So expireds right now, imagine a really attractive human being at a wedding or a nightclub. You know how everyone wants to talk to them? That's how I feel about expireds right now. I try to tone that down a little bit. But you get where I'm coming from? Okay, good. That's what I'm saying. Now, we're going to switch gears here, and this will go slightly out of order, but it's going to be on purpose. Anyone remember The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith, great movie? And then Will had to go screw up our memories of always great movies by doing that stupid thing. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Okay, but there's an Easter egg in the movie I think everybody misses. Does that everybody remember when he was horrible at making calls and then he became really good at it?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember what happened? Had something to do with the
Getting
cheating.
water. Stop going to the bathroom. Stop getting water.
That's probably, was that part of it?
Everyone would get up and water, talk a little bit.
He was creatively distracting. So Q, you just helped me improve today. Thank you. I'm going to add that. So that's one of the two.
He
The
wouldn't
other,
hang up.
what?
He wouldn't hang up in between calls.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So there, I got two. I got two.
They just watched the movie.
Make more calls in the same amount of time by not hanging up and then.
He just hit the clicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's fantastic. The one that I believe is the most powerful, he stopped calling the bottom of the list and he started calling the top of the list first. In fact, an agent told me when they saw that in the movie, they got anxiety. Is that weird, right? So Pursuit of Happiness, do you want to see how much it can change your life calling the top of the list versus the bottom? First of all, the $18 million, it was the second. The first one on the expired was like 88 million. I'm like, let's do some homework before we call this in front of the room. But the 18 was kind of okay. So I want to give you an example here. Okay, I went to Salt Lake City. It was quite interesting. Anybody ever been? Okay, not so much. It's okay. This was the most expensive FISBO. I bought the Wi-Fi program on the plane, and it was like 9. Anyway, I couldn't look at them all. That's the most expensive, right? Which I'm sure you have more expensive FISBOs here. Now, it was on a show. Does anybody remember Extreme Home Makeover?
Yeah.
Okay, it was on that show. So what I did, again, just like Ed Milet would say, a little bit of Jesus involved, right? It's not all me. But I on the plane, I found the FISBO. We called it in front of the market center, and I was like, can we come right now? The listing appointment, I made it right now. So can I show a quick video? I'll show you what happened. Okay, cool. Well, I fly out tonight. Could I come? I want you to go have lunch. Could we come in an hour? Could we come in an hour and a half or something?
Yeah, come in an hour.
Hour, you got it. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much. Okay. That's one of the children's bedrooms. I've never seen anything like it. Has anybody ever seen anything like it? I haven't. That slide is 33 feet long. Wait, okay. See you on the other side. Scooch over. Okay. The child had allergies, so everything was like organic, like natural, not natural, you know, like no chemicals and anything.
Sounded like a big butt. Good.
Here we go. So this kept going and going and going and going. I was like, what's going on? This is nuts. Right? At the bottom, that room was, they're like, we're going to put a pickleball court in this room. That's what happens when you do the Pursuit of Happiness high to low. I think you're going to get higher commissions, but you're talking to luxury, high-end people. And I mean, oh my God, like has anybody ever seen anything? I've never seen anything like that before. Is that wild? Everybody want to do the Pursuit of Happiness thing more often? Yeah? Awesome, love it. Okay, good stuff. High to low. Sometimes it's really small things in life that can make a huge difference, because that doesn't seem like a profound thing, but I think Ed Milet said that too. Sometimes it might be a small thing that seems like a big thing. Cool. I appreciate you too. Hit me up after. I'd love to see how I can help you with your marketing business. Are you two on IG?
Oh yeah.
You have like a lot of followers?
It's getting there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen your IG before. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got expired and FISBO. Next is high net worth divorce and probate attorneys. We're all in agreement there. We're gonna hit that. I guess investors are buying a lot of right? They have cash, so they're doing a lot. Anybody work with investors? Anybody do multifamily commercial? No? Okay. And everyone know what a 1031 exchange is?
Yes.
Okay. So if you do that, reach out to me after, but I have a cool story on that. My mentor actually called me about. Anyway, also a Snapple or exponential fun fact, 20% of transactions each year are normally absentee owners. In-state absentee or out-of-state absentee. Is that a big portion?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. About attorneys. Is it niche or niche? Niche, yes?
I think niche sounds
You don't.
cooler.
So your favorite niche or niche?
Niche sounds way
Don't
more
cancel me.
luxury.
Well, Target,
does.
Target, right?
Right. What if there's a Nietzsche in the attic or a Rembrandt in the attic? Is that a good thing? Good thing. Okay. Alright. Anyway, so we got luxury, sunshine. We're on. See, you're on there. Boom. Relocation.
And then to your right.
Don't hate me, y'all, but come on. Are some people moving out of California because of taxes and other reasons? I'm gonna leave it there. Alright. I lived in Marina Del Rey for a year, but I'm not gonna get anyway. So we've got, and then no mortgage, which means if they don't have a mortgage, they're selling cash, buying cash, right? Because we're worried about interest rates, right? To a degree, that's a solution. Tony Robbins says 95% of your time on the solution, 5% on the problem. That's a solution. cash buyers, and I'm not gonna get into it. In fact, see, that's why it's off the screen. Assumable. Who knows what assumable mortgages are? You do? Back in the day, you two right here in the front, you look younger. So back in the day, I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Okay, no. But, that landed, boom, there we go. No, there used to be mortgages, and you could just go if you want to buy a house, and the person would just be like, here's the house and take my mortgage, without qualifying. That was like in the 80s now, 70s and 80s. Now, there's not as many, it's like FHA, VA, USDA, non-conventional, and you'd have to qualify. But what if you got a buyer in this market, 3 or 4% mortgage? Then they're gonna have to pay for whatever equity or get a second mortgage. You have to have a good mortgage loan officer, of course. Oh my God, what did we lose? Yeah. Oh no, did I not plug in power?
No, you're good.
Alright. Somebody, alright, throw out a question. What happened?
It's coming back on.
Is it?
Oh, it fixed itself.
Yeah, no way, look at that, bro.
I think it's too hot. We turn it down 1 degree.
1 degree?
Let's see. Oh, it's switched. Yeah. So let's see. Is this plugged in? No, this is not. Somebody unplugged me, maybe, or did I unplug myself? Okay, there it goes.
Right here.
There it goes. Before everybody was here, I was running around like a crazy person trying to get the tech. My saying is, you know how like professional fighters, they'll have like a pre-fighting ritual, like their girlfriend's not allowed to argue with them before the fight. That's not going to help, right? Mine is like getting my tech working. So we almost had it. So we'll get it working. Oh yeah. You're good.
Right, so it's gonna restart our
Oh yeah, please do the sign-in sheet. Okay, we're all good? Awesome. That's also a test, that's gonna be, and then do we have the input guy? The input,
Is it one over there? It's right there.
Yeah.
That keyboard.
Love it. Alright, who has a question or thought so far? No one?
Got it.
No questions or thoughts?
It's all good information, man.
What's that?
It's great information.
What's your favorite on the list?
I like certainty, and I'm certain people are gonna die and get divorced. So far that one. What's your favorite so far?
The divorce is the one that I think keeps coming up like often, so that's the one that
I don't think I put the video in, so maybe I'll see it. I get to do the scene. That's pretty funny. So there's a scene, you know, Wedding. Who's seen Wedding Crashers?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that movie? If not,
Yes.
you should watch it. They were divorce mediators. In the first scene, we all forgot about. They're talking about who gets the airline miles. Okay. Not that divorce is a good thing. Okay, throw us some miles. And then but like the scene in the movie, I'm gonna say it a little bit differently. But Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. So Vince Vaughn, old school Vince Vaughn, he's like, okay, he's talking to the wife. He's like, don't you want to get out there, dance with a Latin man? It's both dangerous but makes you feel safe too. Don't you want to get out there? Then we're gonna have to finalize this divorce, right? So what happens is, you have to see the movie. It is pretty hilarious. I'm not as funny as Vince Vaughn, but basically the judge will often say, you guys want to finish this divorce? Cool, sell the house. I don't care what interest rates are. I don't care how much you give for the house. Sell the stinking house. Now, there's unique things that can come with it that are stressful, but yeah. But that's a good question. Yeah. Anybody else have a favorite so far? We hit most of them. This would be the menu. If you ask, I'll dive more into it. I promise. No? Okay. Got it. You'll make more money if you ask questions. All right. I don't mind looking stupid. I do it all the time. It's totally fine. All right. I don't care what anybody thinks. So. Yeah, we see some examples?
Yeah.
Is that here? It's local, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, okay, I don't work for Remind or Remind Pro. I don't work for LinkedIn or Google or any of these companies. One of my haters called Remind. This guy's pretending to work for you. It's like, bro, I send them free business all the time. Leave me alone. But anyway, so you can call Remind if you want, whatever. But it's just a program that you have. Most people don't know how to use it effectively. So this is a search. Doesn't everyone want to know who doesn't have a mortgage?
Absolutely.
Because aren't they selling cash, buying cash? Man, it's up here. Dang it. Look behind you. Can you see the number in the top right? How many is that number right there?
100,000.
100,000 plus.
Yeah.
Is that a good stat? Are you glad you came today? That's a good one. What's your first name again?
William.
William, you're going to be my co-pilot. We're Maverick and Goose, okay? I appreciate you. Mortgage age, right? So that's zooming in a little bit more. And this is, does everyone drive that area? Is that too big, too small? It's Goldilocks?
How do you get to this?
15 miles.
Yeah, for sure. So let's do a one-on-one. Because if I try to do that, we'll never. Yeah. But if you stay after, I promise. Yeah, I'll show you. It's some people pay $5,000 a year for this. You have it for free in your MLS. Yeah. Is that well? Remind or Remind Pro. I'm happy to help. Yeah. Here's another one. Who's lived in the property 20 years? I'll show you why I do that one. Oh. I'll pull it back up front. Any questions? Give it a second. Okay. Everyone stand up for a second? Stand up for a second? Okay, cool. Quick lesson. If you're ever doing, who here does public speaking? Anybody? Yeah? So if you're in front of a room and you ask them to do anything, they'll normally do it, just so you know. Yep. Anyway, just get a quick stretch in. Get a quick stretch. Okay, shake your body out. All right. Okay, say yes. No, I'm not Tony Robbins. Okay, cool. Have to be seated, please. Cool. Guess what? Everyone stood up, right? When you ask a homeowner to give you a listing, the same thing happens.
No.
What? What happened?
It doesn't happen always.
Did I say always? Q, I love you. I love you.
Oh, man.
Okay. No, Q's not homie. Can we rap? This is good. This is gonna be good.
Let's rap.
This is gonna be like okay. So okay. I'm not a rapper. I'm just kidding. Whoa. Nobody? Nobody knows what I mean? I like you guys. You gals. So there's a few secrets I've learned in life, and a lot of them are common themes in different cultures and different sports and stuff. So who's seen a hostage negotiator show or movie? We've all seen them, right? What do you never say to the hostage taker? He's like, I want a Lamborghini helicopter. You're like, they don't make those. You don't say no though. Why? He might kill a hostage. Okay? You want to hear this one too. It's the secret. Okay? So does anybody have a friend that does improv comedy? Yeah. Do you know the one rule of improv comedy? It's so like you're making it up as you go. There's one rule. Ask anybody who does improv. The one rule. Yes and. Who said that? Boom. Okay. Nice timing. What's your first name?
Dave.
That is
Everyone's here named David. Don't you know by now?
I'm gonna call you Bubba Ganoush. Okay. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I was in Marco Island yesterday, and this girl from Israel who just moved there. She's like, you're part of the tribe, right? I was like, all Jewish people think I am. I was like, I'm Italian and German, but I love everybody. But no, I'm not Jewish. It's funny. She actually came and thought I was Jewish. But anyway. So all right. So it's yes and, right? You see, it's yes and. Who does martial arts? Jiu-jitsu, anything? Yeah. You're supposed to fight the energy or use the energy?
Use the energy to your advantage.
Yeah. To see this theme? What's that called? I'm gonna say it wrong. Was that thing where like the room's right? Feng shui? Feng shui?
Feng shui.
Yeah. Feng shui, right? Is it energy? So, listen, how do I know all this? Because like I've screwed this up for so long. Most of our money problems, our relationship problems, our life problems are because we're fighting the energy all day. You was teasing me earlier, you was messing with me, right? And look, I'm not saying be weird or lie or anything, right? But what I'm saying is like, try to understand where somebody else is coming from and like see, because like honestly, Q and I are very much aligned. I want him to be successful. I think he's cool. I want to be his friend. Hopefully he wants to be mine, And I stood him up once, and he still likes me, so that's good. I was supposed to come out a month and a half ago doing training, and he's still my buddy, so that's good. So I appreciate you. Do they always say yes? No. But to get a listing, do we normally have to ask?
Absolutely.
There we go. So I needed to ask a better question. Thank you, Q. See, I appreciate you. But does everyone get that? I'm telling one life's biggest flow with the energy. You're like, I'm gonna go home and argue with my kids. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody here have children? Okay, I'll take parenting coaching if y'all got it. I'm getting better. I don't know if I'll go too deep into it. All right. For time's sake, I'm gonna try to make sure we get through. So the 20 plus years is one. This would be, oh my gosh, what's that say? Actually, okay, you always want to have a front projector. You can't see all this, but here's what I did. This one has no mortgage, 2 stories, lived there 20 plus years, owner occupant, a few other things. Does that sound like somebody you might want to downsize?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why did I put 2 stories? Anybody?
Stairs.
Yeah. You old people don't like stairs? No. I'm gonna cancel you. I don't think you say that. We'll probably not be able to say that at some point. No, my buddy sells elevators, and not to rappers or to like celebrities. Like people don't like stairs. You're absolutely right. So anyway, how many are on that? What's the number on this list?
30,000 plus.
30,000 hit all those criteria. You know that? Yeah. What's 1% of 30,000? I'm bad at math. I'm just kidding. It's like, is that 300?
I think so.
Yeah, I bet you get 1%. So there's 70 million baby boomers, and less than 2 million have retired. The other 68 million are retiring in the next 3 to 6 to 7 years. So a trend that will go up exponentially, pun intended, is going to be downsize. Here's what's cool. It's 2 transactions. They have to sell one and buy one. Are they staying in California? Yo no sé. No te creo. Dios mío. Somebody speaks Spanish. That's good. My son's grandmother's from Venezuela. So that's the only 3 things you need to know in Spanish, by the way. Yo no sé. No te creo. Dios mío. That's about all you need. That's really all you need. Am I right? It's pretty close. So anyway, this list here, it's 2 transactions. But I guess if they're moving to another state, where's everybody moving to from here? Arizona, Texas, Florida. Yeah. Does everyone know agents there? Because you can still get what's 25 customary. You can ask for more, but yeah, 25 is pretty customary.
Working negotiations.
That's going to be huge. So some of you talked about interest rates. I don't think that matters as much because they should be selling cash or buying cash. That's if you're doing a reverse mortgage or something crazy. But does everyone agree that is a solution for, right, multiple transactions? And it's a niche or niche you have to get into. But you're like, there it is, 30,000. So I'm going to show you at the end how to get them to call you. Good? Okay, good. What's the next one? Luxury. So I figured luxury was over 2 million. So over 2 million in this area, how many do we have?
6,637.
Yeah, that's not horrible, huh? I thought that was low, but I don't know. Is that low?
In this area. Well, for this area.
You're over 2 million?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have went $1 million. Okay, but still, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, pop quiz. Do you know how much you make on a $2 million? If you just list, you don't represent the buyer. $2 million listing, ballpark. What's your gross commission?
Can't use my calculator.
No.
You said 60. What he said.
With if you like figuring some costs and cap and everything, yeah, 50 to 60. Yeah, right. So that's how many. Yeah, they could do that. Again, don't you want that list of names, phone numbers, emails? You seem like you're on the right path.
Let me hold
Okay.
that.
What happened?
I said, let me hold that. Let me hold that. Let me get the money.
Hit me up. We can pull you that list right when we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I have some friends in internet marketing.
You're going for it, girl. I love it.
There's these people.
Sunshine, no work it, girl.
Yes. Oh my God. There was a cop. It's a funny video. I don't watch many videos. And like this girl's doing a photo shoot, like just a regular one, and the cop stops traffic. He's like, "Yes, work it, girl, yes." The cop did. I thought it was hilarious. So that's good. That's good. But by the way, my friend Joni Dodds, she grew up with me 5 blocks away. Does that name ring a bell? Season 2, America's Next Top Model, 2nd place. Nobody thought she was a model in high school. Okay. So as far as the LinkedIn stuff, you do want to reach out all the way back to high school. People will connect with you. All right, we'll try to stay focused even though this is a fun group. So these lists here, I went back to that one. We can pull these lists, which is great. There's a few more that you might want to see. Has no mortgage. What's that say? Absentee. Who wanted absentee? Yeah? Okay. So in-state or out-of-state, which is fine. 30,000. Yeah. I have friends that are internet marketers. You're in SoCal, you probably know what those, right? The people that want to sit home in their pajamas and make money. There's a few of them that actually do. They have a saying. It's called the money's in the list. So let's say, I don't know, let's say Lisa, who's the girl from the Shark Tank that does the QVC stuff? What's her name? Lori?
Lori.
Yeah. Say she wants to sell scrub daddies. So if she had a list of 10 million people that like scrub daddies, she could send one email to all of them and probably, it used to be on average you make $1 per, I'm not trying to get you internet marketing, right? It's not easy, but you would make $1 per email on your list. It's a good one, right? Well, did you know you can get a list of every homeowner, their name, phone number, their LinkedIn, everything, all on a list? You don't buy Zillow leads. 72 sold is good, it's legit. Other than that, no, I wouldn't. You can get a list of every single person. Now, back in the day, we had a phone book, so how much more valuable is that? It's knowing what to do with it next. But don't you want a list of everybody? Yeah, for sure. And then the ones that want to sell. So we're gonna hit that. This was interesting. Let's play a quiz. I was gonna play a new game. All right, for can you see it? You cannot. All right, for brownie points, for bonus points. How many distressed properties in these 4 categories? This was done this morning. Closest while going over wins. How many distressed properties? No, it's not 10,000. Okay, guys.
In this area?
Yeah.
No
Just
clue.
throw out a number, quick.
1,000.
All right, one more. That was close.
Maybe 500.
Oh, he's right behind you. That's not fair. Q, how many?
700.
Yeah, very close. It's like 481, which is 481 more than there were a year and a half ago, right? So those are ticking up. Who was licensed during 06, 07, 08, 09? Right? Used to get like 10% on short sales. Yeah. So like the market tag, you still make money. There's always a strategy. Just keep an eye on this. Yes. Okay. And then this one is like they're people. All right. Let's do guesses on this one. Rates under 4, and that's what is that a rhombus? I don't know what that shit is. Polygon. Nobody has a guess?
I'm gonna say like 95%.
60,000.
60,000. Yep, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Oh, as far as the number.
Ding ding ding, you still win. That's good. Is that wild? Now, not gonna get into this. This is not easy. Although there's a new website. Hit me up. I just found it's pretty cool. So like, you have to be like a Shaolin monk, like a 9th degree black belt, to be able to figure this out. So what's that?
It's not my first degree, but.
Love it. So we got conventional, I think, is just like regular banks. Is that a good way to explain conventional? Yeah. Non-conventional is normally FHA, VA, USDA, right? Yeah, right. So, I'm not legal, tax, accounting, or mortgage advice. Okay. But anyway, if you find the non-conventionals, which you can do in Remind, then, and they only go up to certain amounts. These are a little bit lower. But then potentially you can qualify to assume it. Now, do you think the seller's going to get more if they have a lower mortgage? Yeah, don't you want a 4% mortgage? Do you think the buyer's going to love you because you save them $1,500 a month by switching to Keller Williams on your? I'm just kidding, right? Like everybody wins on that one. So it's not easy to do. Do you think they're going to shoot you an Instagram and a TikTok video about how much they love you? I think so, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, there are ones out there. This is literally from a mortgage person, which again is, if you want to pick up your phone for a minute, you can. Go to Exponential Business Coaching or D57. Cool. So, who here gets some call reluctance? Anybody not want to make the phone calls? Anybody? Okay, who lies about it? Okay, cool. You lie about other things too. Just kidding. So, I have a script that works 99% of the time. You want to see a script that works 99% of the time?
Yes.
Cool. You should be looking like this. Yep. Okay, cool. You DMing me? No, I'm just kidding. Teasing. So, I'm old enough to remember these phones. Everybody remember these phones? Yeah. Okay. So like back in the day, I know how y'all hang up. How do you hang up now? I think you have a phone. So you just like smash the iPhone right with your finger. Yeah, back in the day we used to be like, bam! We used to be able to slam these things down. It's pretty fun. Anyway, 20 years ago, is this wood under here? Okay, hopefully this one's wood. Okay, 20 years ago, I would get swore at, hung up on, the whole 9. I don't anymore. Everyone I talk to, including Q, they take my call, which is hard to get people on the phone. They'll take my call, they'll set a meeting, they'll normally do business with me. So, who knows Bob, aka Kiyosaki? If you don't live under a rock. Other than the cash flow stuff, I met him in 05 in New York. He said, Daniel, when you're teaching, use stories and games. I said, got it. Does anybody want to volunteer? It's going to be a quick 30-second game that'll help you know the perfect script. It works 99% of the time. Anybody?
I mean,
First one up here.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, round of applause. Round of applause. Okay. Awesome. So like, I don't do the social distancing, but I just want us both to see. So if you want to be here and I'll be there, that's cool. Okay, awesome. So, all good. Nothing happened. Okay, so everyone seen the show, Friends?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is Rachel Green's fictitious LinkedIn. Sunshine, can we pretend she's a luxury motivated seller with no agent? Fair? She could also be she could be an attorney, anybody that referral partners, okay? By the way, Palm Beach is paying $7,500 a retirement home, no, just for referring somebody to the retirement home. You don't even need to be licensed, so I don't know if they're doing that here. You might want to check. Also, anybody work with assisted living facilities? They're like, shut up, Daniel, that's my thing, right? No? It's a good one. So I'll show you that. Let's just say, for simplicity, she's a luxury homeowner. Fair? Okay. Now, first, Vanessa.
Yes.
Do you know what mutual connections are on LinkedIn?
Yes.
What? Can you explain it to everyone?
You follow each other. Mutual.
Like friends of
or
friends.
Friends of friends, yeah.
Just in a business sense. Does that make sense? So listen, this is super easy. There's no tap dancing, TikTok videos, none. You don't even have to post. Everyone on LinkedIn in the past 20 years, that's how old LinkedIn is, has added a lot of the people they know on LinkedIn. Everyone either graduated college or had to change careers or whatever. We all went on there at one point and did it. That's all that you need. So then if you add everybody, you can link up your contacts on your iPhone. You can probably even download Command, Facebook. You can add everyone, right? Go back to Joni Dodds. I went all the way back to high school. Get your yearbook out. Just add everyone you know, okay? Who remembers Kevin Bacon? 6 degrees of separation? We're gonna be 1 degree from any human on the planet. Ready? All right. So we got Rachel. If you, so she's a luxury homeowner. Do you guys use cyberback or virtual assistants?
I mean, no, I don't think you want to hear it.
Anybody here use a virtual assistant? What's Gary Keller says your first 2 hires are? Admin? Yeah, for sure.
I use them in my other business.
Are they decent?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And if you train them, they're even better. They're even better. So, okay, so we got Rachel, your virtual assistant, or you found her because you looked her up before hitting her up, okay? So you clicked on her mutual connections, which looks like this. Now I need you to pretend that Monica Geller is your best friend from high school, your homegirl, okay? If your really good friend Monica knows, Rachel's up there, knows Rachel, even if she's on the do not call list, would you first, say it's $18 million, would you first call, would you call Monica and be like, yo, do you know Rachel?
Yeah.
Would everybody call? It's 18 million, not 400K, right?
Introduce me, girl.
Right, exactly. Now, if you're on the phone with Monica and she 3-way calls in Rachel, does that legally, ethically, get her on the do not call list? Talk to attorneys. You're allowed to call your friends.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Okay? Also, referrals are not illegal, or we're in communist Russia, communist China. Okay? So, like, literally, this works with 80 to 90% of the property owners in your market. You're in SoCal, so we're not in North Dakota, so people actually use the interwebs. They use the internet. 80 to 90% of luxury homeowners are on LinkedIn. Okay? So the script is this, and it's going to be, hey Monica, do you know Rachel? Yeah, can you introduce me? Right? So is that pretty profound but simple?
Simple.
Yeah. Would everyone here make that call?
Yes.
If not, look at your life choices. Round of applause. Round of applause. Thank you. Is that good? That thing is simple. Is this like a paper you're supposed to stand? That's good. It's simple. I never say it between the lines, by the way. This is simple. This will change your life. So there's 64% of real estate professionals are women. Ladies, round of applause. I'd be nothing without my mom, my grandma, my aunt. Like a true story. But there's always a hard-headed guy in the room. Like this hard-headed guy 15, 20 years ago. That is me. Everybody knows the tall guy, Tony? Okay. Don't cancel me, please. My dad growing up was a police officer. He was a good one. He never beat anybody up on the job. He was on the Keep Kids Off Drugs Council. I think he was a pretty good one. But he made like 20 grand a year. I didn't come from like Silver Spoon or nothing, right? Somehow I networked my way into working with this guy, which I thought was pretty cool. Love him or hate him, it was pretty cool. Now this guy over here, his name is Mark Benioff. He created Salesforce.com. Anybody heard of either one of those guys? He's worth $7 billion. I want to do something bold, pun intended. So Tony and Mark are connected on LinkedIn. Found out they're great friends. In fact, Mark bought something for Tony called a quad ski. It's an ATV. You ride from the land into the water. The Palm Beach police pulled over Tony just to see like what that was. Anyway, he didn't get in trouble. So they're homies. And Mark Benioff's cell phone was in our CRM. So I called Mark Benioff. Do you want to know what he said? Went like this, ring ring. Hey Mark, what's up, man? I work with Tony Robbins. I have a quick question. You want to know what billionaire Mark Benioff said? What's up, Daniel? How you doing, buddy? How can I help you? The same thing that the Q would say, the same thing that Monica and Rachel would say. The perfect script. Hey, Rachel, I don't know if we've met. I heard you're really good friends with Monica. She told me to call you. They're not going to swear and hang up. They're not going to call, is it FTC or FCC? Federal Trade, Federal Communications? FCC. They're not going to call FCC. Why? Vanessa will tell you why. Monica would be furious. She'd be tripping, right? You're not going to like call that on your friends. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yeah? This one thing can change your whole life. You can get an intro to anybody that you need or want to. Is that good? Any questions?
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So no one can say this was horrible training. Awesome. That one thing that can change your life, and it gets better from here. All right. So all right, we did the Matrix. This Greg Posada. What's the skyline behind him?
That's
it's LA.
That's my office right there.
Oh, you're in downtown? You know Greg?
Yeah.
Shout out Greg Posada. Okay. So you know Greg. So you know Greg is a very, he's first of all, he's the man. Second of all, you don't like to waste his time. He wanted to talk to me about as much as he wanted to catch the new COVID variant. Not at all. Okay? All right. Now, but when I called Greg, guess what I'm looking at? LinkedIn. You want to see what Greg said? Check it out.
Hi, this is Greg Posada with Keller Williams, downtown Los Angeles. Really cool story to share really quick. All right, I get calls all the time about anybody wanting to come and do training in our office. And it's one of those things that I automatically, my first question is, are you with Keller Williams? Is it MAPS coaching? And the minute they say no, I zoom out and I'm done and it's an immediate no. And Daniel texted me, and he called me, didn't answer, sent an email, voicemail. I saw it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then sends me a text. It says, you know, this OP wanted me to reach out to you. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me call. Go ahead and call, and Daniel calls and says, hey, I've got this great program I want to bring to your market center. And the immediate response was, well, first, are you with KW? Do you have anything that's KW related? I said, well, you know, it is going to help you with your market center, but it is not KW, it's a program that I have. So at that point, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not ready to bring anybody in at this moment. And so that.
Yeah, oh, get ready for the Hail Mary. Ready? That did not start over, did it?
Hi, this is Greg.
It did. Do you know how to fast forward that? I'll see if you're paying attention. I'll help you fast forward it. You're good. No business like show business, right? It should be here. It should be right here. Okay, here we go. Okay, there it was. This is the flip. Right here.
And so then at that point, Daniel said, well, do you know, and threw a name of one of our
Here comes the Hail Mary. Ready? I'm gonna go.
friend of mine. And I said, oh yeah, I totally know him. And Daniel said, yeah, he said some really great things about you. And by any chance, do you know? I got one of my cousin's names from Texas. And I'm like, wait, how do you know this person? And we got into talking. And by the time we knew it, I stopped what I was doing because I was doing other stuff while he was talking to me. And by the end of the conversation, we connected. I listened to what he had to say. And to mention, booked up for this evening to have come and talk to my agent. And I don't regret it a bit. And it was amazing. And
For time's sake, it's on my social media at dfly7 or at Exponential Business Coaching. But like, haven't we all called somebody and you're like, oh my god, they just want me to hang out, they don't talk to me. You can turn that around. It's not by some new sales technique. Just find somebody you know that knows them. You can do it. It's wow. You can add 500 people on LinkedIn. The average person has 500. That's what? $250,000? You get to 1,000. The average person has 500. It's $500,000. Right? It's pretty good. Pass this around one more time. If anybody wants the bonus gifts, just make sure that you fill it out. I went to a open house the other day, $8 million house. They didn't have a sign-in sheet. They didn't get names. Anybody? Genius, right? Genius. Okay. So is that good stuff? Yes? Okay, cool. All right, it gets better from here. The nuggets get bigger as we go. This will dovetail and crescendo, I promise. If you can keep your energy high, it will be worth it. We're gonna land the airplane here. People ask me what this get exponential thing is, so actually I think I have a video to save my voice here a little bit. I'm gonna explain this. Before I show you the video, does anybody here think they can get 1% better at anything?
Yes.
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 Cool. Okay, good. Ask me, Daniel, what's this exponential thing? Do you think you could get 1% better at anything in life, really? So if you can get 1% better, and you do this for 365 days, you're talking about 3,800%. So if you get 1% better every day right here, so Nike has got like, just do it. Our slogan, are you ready to get exponential? This year, if you get 1% better per day, like that's the curve that you're gonna be on. Anybody wanna get exponential? My name is Daniel Fleischman. It's Exponential Real Estate Results and Exponential Business Coaching. 1% improvement per day can literally get you exponential results. Thank you so much. Everyone knows Nike, right? Just do it. So I remember I told my son, he's like 7 or 8. So we're gonna start this company. Like we're gonna get thousands of people to say, are you ready to get exponential? He looked at me like I'm crazy. We've gotten thousands of people to say, pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty good feeling. But listen, I really believe this. Like I think if you show up every day and you try to get 1% better, my goal is even more than that. But like you can literally, it doesn't matter who you are, where you came from. Don't worry, somebody else could have a better car, be whatever, better in every conceivable way than you are. But like as long as you stay on this curve, like you can literally get those type of results. Anybody want to get exponential? Yes, good. So let's see what we got next. Okay, so we went with our lead pillars. Here's what's next. We need to have some fun for a second. Again, raise your hands. Who wants to work with attorneys? Probate, family law, divorce. Okay. So FAQ, Daniel, what attorney should I work with? It's asked all the time, so I just want to address it. So here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Who keeps the dog in divorce? Is that sad? Yeah, it's great marketing. Call that attorney. Great marketing. You cheated. I'm gonna spray paint your Porsche. You're a player. Is that crazy? It's crazy good marketing. Call that attorney. Okay? It's really good marketing. Buy one divorce, get 1.5 off. We accept PayPal. No, that's trashy. Don't call. Okay. So that's everybody know Dr. Dre? Yeah. Why is he worth 900 million? It's your guy?
Yeah.
Why is he worth 900 million? A billion? It's not music, is it?
Huh?
It's not. Oh, what is?
Beats by Dre.
Boom. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
I don't watch TMZ, but I was looking up celebrity divorces. His attorney's name is right in the news article. So an agent I work with is kind of like Sunshine. She's, well, I mean, okay, you know, a top producing positive person like Sunshine, obviously they're different people, whatever. But he was like right in the training like she's doing right now. It was a compliment, sorry, keeping it real goes bad. Okay, and he, alright, but he's like, Daniel, I know somebody who went to college with Dr. Dre's divorce attorney. So some agent's like, Daniel, divorces are stressful. I'm like, yeah, but ain't it worth Dr. Dre's listening, right? I mean, probably, yeah? Is that good? Yeah. So yeah, always, again, that's almost like, oh, no, I didn't want to show you that one, sorry. There's a few other names of celebrities we're working on, but, so that's like pursuit of happiness meets attorney. So like, how do you sort attorneys from high to low? It's high net worth, okay? Cool. Also, if you're feeling not, you're like, if you think you don't have a network, first of all, you do. This gal who's a really great friend, she moved here from Australia to LA not that long ago. She's, yeah, I've got a network. We identified 400 people she knows here, 400. She just moved here, right? So, but if you're feeling a little bit like you want like a life hack, I created an email, RIP, y'all love Kobe here? Okay, if there was a RIP, yeah, I'm missing. But if there's a 360 slam dunk Kobe Bryant, poster of an email, I think this would be, I spent months on this. So I send this to attorneys. I don't know if you can see the replies here, but it's like, yeah, I would love to do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, here, call me on my cell phone. That's from real attorneys. That's what Esquire is, right? So if you want, reach out to me. It's pretty difficult. Do you want to know roughly what I did in the email, the overview, though? It's kind of tough to do. Okay. 3 things. And here's what you should do in life, and most things are doing, like with homeowners. Identify the biggest fears and pain points. The ones that keep coming up. My agent won't call me back. True story. The other one was the agent doesn't know how to do a CMA and they overprice it and it goes expired. By the way, just like the divorce can't be finalized till the property, I think the largest asset in a state probate case is normally the property. So they can't the attorney can't finish their probate case. So it's like totally annoying. Third was I remember this story. True story. So they're like, yeah, the guy, the agent, he's in his car on his iPhone, took a picture of the front of the house and put that on the MLS. Can y'all do better than those 3 things? Can you call back people? Can you do CMAs? And can you get some proper photos done? Yeah. Yes. Then you can work with about 30% of the attorneys. The other ones are probably going to want to do, build relationships or refer each other business, which is weird, but it can be done. Think of the movie Couples Retreat. So we do have emails that work there. I guess for time's sake, I'm going to skip these. They're on my, again, on my social. Do you remember my Instagram?
It's right there.
I'm just kidding. DFly7 or Exponential Business Coaching. I'm just teasing. Actually, here, I'll tell you what. Do you want to see me set a meeting with an attorney?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do that one. There it is. Hey, is this the famous attorney? Hey, awesome, man, awesome. Attorney? Don't say your attorney's name on Instagram either.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it.
Actually, it's went to your website, so I see you're helping veterans. I think that's awesome. I just want to acknowledge you for that. Yeah, you know Attorney, right? Of course. Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. We used to share office space. He referred me and AJ Fernandez over. AJ's a local real estate professional. What we were hoping to do, we met with another attorney friend of his as well. I don't know if you know him down in that. But okay, we had a really good meeting. AJ Fernandez, my business associate, we believe we can refer you probably some family law and maybe some other clients as well. And quite frankly, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing for veterans. We wouldn't be opposed to having some value there as well. Just seeing if we might be able to schedule a 5 or 10 minute meeting in person just to introduce ourselves and see if we could maybe refer each other some business.
Sure, if you call my office number, which should be on the card.
Yes.
And let them know that you spoke with me on the phone, that it's not just a cold call.
Okay.
Set up a time sometime next week, I'm gonna sit down with a cup of coffee and chat.
Oh, that sounds great. I look forward to it. Thanks so much.
All right, then, no worries, Lord.
You likewise, man. Have a great day. Bye.
Does anybody catch what happened? Does anybody catch what happened at the end there? What did he say at the end?
Make
It
sure
wasn't a
it's
cold
not a
call?
cold call.
Yeah, right? They said, yeah, right, because I legit got the intro. That one I wasn't even LinkedIn. That attorney's too old, he's not on LinkedIn, but I did get the intro. But do you see how different that goes? There's no objection, no nothing. In fact, that was a horrible call. We were about to leave, I wasn't ready, he just called back. My iPhone needs more storage, I'm sorry. I'm trying to, who here makes content and puts it on the Instagram? Yeah? Is it valuable? Yeah. You know what you can do in a day? Have 10, 20, 30,000 people see you. You can't talk to that many people, right? I need to obviously get the iPhone 15 or something, yeah. Or I just need to delete. If you're gonna be a hoarder, hoard contacts and content, digital stuff. That's what I hoard. So I'm gonna try to. Okay, I don't know. I'll see if I can get that handled. So, any questions though? Does that make it seem easier? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So I think what I might do. All right. So this agent. This was after our first meeting with an attorney. His name's AJ Keller Williams and Kissimmee. I'll tell you what, I will show you part of it, and I'm going to try to clear some data off of here. But I want you to watch his certainty level. I almost couldn't go to our first meeting with an attorney, and he's like, dude, no, you have to come. I'm not doing this alone, right? And like now when you talk to him, like he sounds like he knows attorney lingo, like it's legit. So here, I'm just going to show you a little bit after our first video. This was like 3 months ago-ish. Daniel Fleischman, Exponential Real Estate Results. I'm here with
AJ Fernandez with Keller Williams.
in Central Florida and Kissimmee. So we just sat down with an attorney, right, that does probate, estate planning, family law, right? Correct? And could the meeting have went any better?
No, it's smooth as it can be. You know, just get me in front of the client and we'll make it happen.
Yeah. AJ also offered if he ever needs an expert witness, which you do get paid for, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 grand, 10 grand a case on top of the commission. And he also referred us to at least 3 other attorneys, and I think 1 or 2 of the attorneys have like 5, 10, 20, 30 attorneys in their group, okay? So if one attorney sends you 6 listings per year, well, I know somebody in Southern California, she works with, probably 20 or 30 or more attorneys. So do you think we could do this, replicate this process?
Yeah, we could have to scale the process.
Yeah, and there's 2,000 to 3,000 divorce attorneys within 90 minutes of us. There's 2,000 to 3,000 divorce or family law. There's another 2,000 or 3,000 attorneys that would handle probate, estate planning, trusts and wills, things like that. What are your biggest takeaways? And just can you just kind of communicate to everybody? Because even I'm surprised how well it went today.
My biggest takeaway is, jump in the deep end, take a chance, don't be nervous. Talking to these attorneys.
You were freaked out right in the beginning. You're like,
no, but that ended really quick when I saw that he was just a very easygoing guy, easy to talk to. So, it didn't have his guard up. So, it was just a very easy conversation about how you can build a relationship and help each other.
And so to land the airplane, you can piggyback. Number 1, exponential strategy. Use LinkedIn to get introductions to attorneys or organically in your sphere. And if you're saying you don't know an attorney, I just met an agent in Los Angeles who moved here from Australia. She said she has no network. She already has 300 to 400 people she added to her sphere and LinkedIn that she was like, yeah, wow, I do have a network. This is crazy, right? Again, we had the great introduction. We're leading with value. The action items were, he's like, give me your information. I'll let you know. I have a few listings that will be coming up. I'm going to throw your way. And we said, great, reach out to us if we can help in any way. Lead with value, do the things, but listen, if you got 10 attorneys referring you 4 to 6 properties a year, would that literally be exponential results, right? Are you ready to get exponential? Boom. Gotta have fun with it, right? Cool. Any questions or takeaways on that? By the way, that's where we were 3 months ago with him. Any questions or takeaways? Does it seem a little bit less scary? Yeah? I get it. Divorces and deaths are stressful. But you know what's more stressful than that? Being poor. So like you kind of, right? Okay, can I get an amen? All right. So that's where we were. We still have some great stuff, by the way. What's that?
I'm just gonna set some appointments this week.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. 100%. So then we met. Okay, this is pretty good, and this is really important. We met an attorney group with over 64 attorneys. Okay, cool. Did you want to grab a seat? Yeah? Feel free. Oh yeah, grab a seat, please, man. What was your name?
Victor Hugo.
Daniel. Is he the OP?
You want to sit right here? The OP. Oh.
I always have somebody important walk in, and I'm like, yeah, Dan, that's our operating system. Like,
Sorry, my daughter had an accident, so I couldn't make it.
Oh, is everything okay? Yeah.
She's
No
okay.
worries, man.
Thanks God, she's okay.
Welcome. I just shared all the secrets on how to get listings, and we're done. So yeah, thanks.
That's cool. I was gonna say one thing though, that
Yes.
the divorces, that what I'm hearing, this time the divorces are very amicable. So we're not gonna have to find two fighty transactions because of the pandemic.
Q, what's the what's one of life's biggest secrets?
What is life-based
Flow.
Oh, flow the energy.
Flow with the energy. So yes, and we're gonna cover that. Yes, and for sure. Total agreement with you, right? That was a little bit messy, but anyway, don't argue. Anyway, so I know plenty of agents making tons of money working with agents. There are people dying and getting divorced. Yes, one of the people you work with is called a mediator. Mediator's an attorney, but you know what a mediator is in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's a mediator?
It's the unbiased party that basically keeps the conversation flowing.
Yeah, if you have X amount of assets, X amount of income, blah, 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 I think they almost,
They
Florida.
try to make it work before you have to see a judge.
Yeah, but still there's probably 80% of high net worth divorces, there's a sale of the marital property.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, so it's, yeah, statistically, yes. So anyway, so this one here, okay, so this is really important. When we ask for referrals, maybe from our title company, I'm sure you get some, maybe from our mortgage company, maybe from, don't we want more referrals, especially from the people we give business?
Absolutely.
How many average vendors per transaction? 26, I think.
Yeah.
Mortgage, title, marketing, stagers, right, all this stuff. You can, LinkedIn, you can force them, you can playfully inspire them to give you referrals, okay? My buddy knows hundreds of attorneys. He's a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. And I've been hounding him, hey, give me some referrals. And he's just, yeah, I'll get to it. Here's what I did. So AJ and I were getting the word out that we're working with attorneys. So actually AJ's team leader is like, AJ, I know you're working with attorneys. You said you want to refer here. This family just had somebody die. They need a probate attorney. So we had a referral to give to somebody. Okay. Now who do you give that referral to? I'm like, let's pursue to happiness this. Okay. So we went on a LinkedIn, and there's thousands of attorneys in Orlando. I did high net worth, probate, Orlando. First degree, which means I'm connected, and second degree means I can get an intro. There's a bunch of mutual people that I didn't know very well. I screwed up in the beginning. We all had people we don't know on LinkedIn in the beginning. You'll want to add mostly people you know. But my buddy, who's a CFO, who knows all these attorneys, and I was like, Russell, I was like, you know Bill? He's like, I do. I was like, introduce me. He's like, okay. I was like, then I can find almost anybody's cell phone number, including Mark Benioff, most people. Very few people I can't. Ed Miletz, I text him. He doesn't really text back very often, or at all. But anyway, he was a big Tony Robbins fan back in the day too. So I couldn't find Bill's cell phone, the guy who founded this attorney firm. So I was like, yeah, by the way, I was like, Russell, text me over his contact card. What's in a contact card? His cell phone. Right? You see how, first of all, you gotta be very specific about who, you gotta go reverse engineer this thing, Pursuit of Happiness, LinkedIn, you see how these all kind of dovetail together, right? But that's how we get in with firms like that. We're gonna interview some of these attorneys, but please don't ask to record an attorney the first time you meet with them. It's super weird, right? So, but yeah, if you wanna see where we're at as of our latest update with the 64 attorney group, check that out. I'll take that as a yes.
AJ Bennett, California, run attorneys 5 to 6 to 64. Okay, so we've been practicing what we're preaching. AJ reached out to his network and he actually found somebody who had an urgent probate need. They had somebody who passed away and property and assets they needed an attorney for. So we looked in my network and we actually connected with a firm that has over 64 attorneys who do everything from probate to estate planning to divorce. And we just talked with the founding partner, and he asked us to actually meet up with his person who handles probate and estate planning. He said he has 5 or 6 attorneys to handle that. So
yeah, that's exponential right there. Just with one contact, you can have access to over 6 times more of what we've already done.
4 to 64.
Yes, so basically for time's sake, I'm going to shut that off. But now when you ask AJ, it was funny the other day, somebody was asking about, I was like, AJ, tell everybody what's a probate attorney. And then he's like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, I said, there's not many in our market. He's like, yeah, Daniel, there's only 5 in the 10th district, right? So he went from not knowing how to, and now he knows he knows all this lingo. So legit, he's getting his first 2 listings coming from it. So it's a long game. It takes 3 or 4 months. But again, if you have 4 attorneys that like you build relationships with, they're probably going to send you deals, basically forever. So I like the strategy, something I'm all in on. All right, we're going to land the airplane pretty shortly. So here's my goal today, why I have to go so fast. That's the world's tallest domino. It's like 3 or 4 stories, right? So if you look at it compared to the houses. Now, the first domino, however, was way smaller than this, right? It's super tiny, because you only need a domino 20 or 30% bigger to knock one over. I can't, if that big domino is like your life is exactly where you want it to be, and like you're making $1 million, I don't know. I don't think I can knock all over that domino today. But my goal is, I want to help you maybe knock this one over. Has anybody got an idea today? LinkedIn, attorneys, different things, and the best are yet to come. Is anybody open to like knocking over a domino? Yeah, from what you learned today? Yeah, perfect. Got it. So look, I have a domino statement. That's literally what it's called. But I really think the fastest way to hit these results is they're called exponential strategies. By the way, should you do bold and maps and mega camp and family reunion? Yes. I've spent. You don't even want to know how much I've spent on not bragging, but training. Well over $500,000, in the past 10 years. But you should do all those things. If we can help, I'd love to help you as well. But a lot of people, they try something for 10 minutes and like, oh, this doesn't work, right? Of course it didn't. You tried it for 10 minutes. So I think it's about committing to it, and I think that's the fastest way to hit it. I do. Now, I also believe this. Okay, all right. We're in California. I'm gonna get woo-woo for a second. I truly believe this. I think all your dreams and like your goals and visions, like the family, friends, relationships you want, like the life that you want, I really think it's going to be enhanced and fueled by the results in our business life. Does anybody get on board with that? Yeah. So again, this is the part where some people check out, but we're in California. I had a big epiphany the other day. Maybe I'll show it after I show you the secret. So I'm going to skip that. We're going to go with this. Okay, cool. Okay, we're having fun for a second. So a lot of my mentors said, Daniel, you need to go all in. I'm like, what's that even mean? So do you want to know what it means to go all in?
Yes.
Okay. So this guy's not all in, right? See what I'm saying? He's not all in. Are these 2 all in? Yes, they're all the way in. For sale by owner is not all in, right? And then, are these 2 all in? They are. Get them out of applause. Okay? For sure. You're going to have some fun. Now, look. It's a personal decision, but I think that you have the ability to go all in. And when you do, the meme that I hope you see a lot more is not TJ Khaled, although that one's good. This one here, can we see it? It's that feeling when your loan is clear to close. Now, if you've been licensed for a long time, you know that meme should now say, when you get that commission check in your hand. Because clear to close is not what it used to be. Okay? Few of you get it, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes? But what I want to tell you is, look, it's a very personal decision. So in the past, if you haven't hit your goals, I'm going to say it's not your fault, which is not something you would normally hear from a coach. But if you want to draw a line in the sand and say, look, in the past, I didn't get my results, but I'm going to go all in and I'm going to commit to getting my results. It's a very personal decision, but I highly suggest that you make it. So if you flip over to the 3 secrets, it should be on one of the sides. Does anybody need a handout? Anybody not sign in? Always some bonus gifts if you want to sign in. And if you need a handout, you would already do it right here. Boom. So secret 1, you ready? Before you roll your eyes, it's very important. Exponential thinking. We talked about this, right? If you don't believe you can do it, then you cannot do it. Okay? I know it's kind of funny. Actually, I met somebody that came over from Eastern Europe. They're new to the country, and they never read The Little Engine That Could growing up. And so I had to explain that story to them as an adult. But it's very true, right? You have to believe that you can actually do it. So look, this is the part where a lot of people check out. They're like, no, just tell me how to do it. I'm telling you, this is the linchpin. This is like the big thing, okay? And by now, I think you should know that there are more effective and efficient ways to be doing this, right? Not the same thing over and over. So this is very short, and I'll get back into the best strategies. Who here's read any of Gary Keller's books, The One Thing, Millionaire Real Estate Agent? I love it, okay? So who here knows who Roger Bannister is? Okay. First human to run a mile in under 4 minutes, okay? Now, some of you young people might be like, big deal. Well, let me tell you a quick history lesson. In ancient Rome, they tied a bull behind somebody to motivate them. Spoiler alert, they died, okay? In the 1940s and 50s, a doctor said it's impossible. A man or woman's heart will explode, it's impossible, right? And May 6, 1965, Roger Bannister became the first human to run a 4-minute mile. 46 days later, John Landy ran a 4-minute mile. Male and female high school and college students are now running sub 4-minute miles. I don't think we evolved as a species. I don't think Gary does, not speaking on behalf of Gary, but I don't think he does either. I think what happens is we saw somebody else do it and we believed it was possible, right? Does anybody want to do $250,000 to $500,000 or more? Anybody want to do 7 figures? Yeah? Q, has that happened a lot in this office before?
It has happened, absolutely.
Absolutely. So you have everything that you need. It's just about making that decision and finding those examples. Now, so I guess I will. It's only 10 seconds. I was so excited when I read that in Gary's book. Because I've saved one voicemail in my entire life. It's from the tall guy, Tony. It'll help you get more listings. Can I share it in 10 seconds?
Yes.
I created results where Tony compared me to Roger Bannister, you know, the first guy to run a 4-minute mile.
Daniel, it's Tony Robbins. I can't thank you enough for being my partner, brother. I'm just excited, really, really excited to see somebody just blow through that 4-minute mile and show people what's possible.
Now, as you can probably tell, I don't run. But this, I don't know if you can see this. This is, I recreated it. You don't want to violate, you know, copyright or whatever. But so like in 257 days, I set 99 days, 257 qualified appointments. Like if you could do a third of that, that's like 75 or 76, right? Does anybody want 77 listing appointments for the next 90 days? Yeah. So that clock behind you is an old school clock. If that's broken, how often is it right? Twice a day. You can have broken clock syndrome and you have that many meetings, you're gonna accidentally get some listings, right? So that's what is possible, okay? You can fill your calendar. Now, I had a secret weapon. Would you like to know what my secret weapon was? Okay. I knew my reason why, okay? And my reason why looks something like this, okay? My first son was on the way. This is a dad brag. It's like 20 seconds. Can I share it?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. He speaks better Spanish than me. I get really scared when his grandma and him start talking because I don't know exactly what they're saying. Okay? Now look, so we're in SoCal, right? I don't know, Hollywood is what, 45 minutes away? I'm there in Hollywood Hills, I think, next week. Did you go to that market center?
Time of day. It might be 3 hours. You don't
Oh,
know.
yes, thank you for reminding me. If you've never been to that market center, the view is amazing, by the way. You should go up there and say hi. But like, we all probably heard an E True Hollywood story. So who here has children? I highly suggest give them skills, to help them build a network. He's been to like Tony Robbins events, he's been like on stage, right? So anyway, that's, when I was 5, I had about 0 self-confidence. So anyway, I think that's what we should do. But if you're younger, how old are you, my man?
23.
Okay. So I don't know if you want, you know, a supercar, hypercar, a mansion, you know, somebody, some type of model type person to date. That's all fine and well. But I will tell you that like as you get older, the things you'll probably want more of the old school stuff. Friends, family, community, right? All that good stuff. So anyway, just so you know, just giving you a heads up. But go ahead and get that out of your system, and then you go back to your system. Good? Good? I wasted about a decade and a half doing that stuff. But anyway, so that was my secret weapon. So everybody have something that they care about enough to make this stuff happen. Once you have a reason, like the house, pretty simple. So we'll land our plane with the best strategies here. Here we go. This is Suzanne Lucas. She's in Southwest Florida. So she is a self-proclaimed not tech-savvy person. Anybody else not a tech-savvy person? Okay, good. Now, she also said, Daniel, do I look like the Wolf of Wall Street? I'm not going to pound the phones all day, okay? So if you're not tech-savvy and don't want to pound the phones all day, please stick with me. It'll still work, okay? In fact, on our first day, again, it's on our social media, the video. First day as a licensed agent, we had her set a $1.4 million listing appointment on our first call. For time's sake, I'm not going to show the video. It is on my social. I put this photo up because she was so excited. She shot the testimonial video. She took off her blazer. She was also, anyway, she's a sweetheart. But she's not tech savvy, so please stick with it, okay? So, and if you want to set some listing appointments afterwards, we can certainly do that. Mike Chow team, yeah? He's the man. He's my buddy. So he, like, dude is a slacker, right? My God. This is a year ago, I think, by the way. So Mike Chow crushes it, right? Yeah, it's higher now. It's probably higher, right? He's a
Yeah,
slacker,
that is.
right? He's the team, the Mike Chow team. They're at the Mike Chow team. So anyway, Mike, when I customize everything I do when I'm working with somebody. He's like, Daniel, I get listings from my Zillow, Google, and Realtor, and I review the typed reviews, right? Has anybody ever gotten a call or anything off of those? Okay, he does. Well, he has a lot, so that helps. But so who here knows? We're in SoCal. We should know. So who here? By the way, everyone, do we still say NoHo and WeHo, or is that over?
Mm-hmm.
Do we still no? Is that okay? Okay. All right. I'm gonna take that as a no. All right. I was on the flyer. I think I put WeHo. You're like, Daniel, we don't say that. I was like, okay, noted. But anyway, so Mike's in like South Pasadena, Alhambra. But y'all know Gary Vaynerchuk, yes? Gary V.
Yes.
Yes. So he started making videos around 1996. Some of y'all are probably wondering, you're probably like, there was internet back then, and then you're probably like, there's videos on the internet, and before 2000. I don't think I started watching YouTube till what, early 2000s? So what did Gary V do? He got way ahead of a trend, video on the internet. He was an immigrant from like, what is it, Southeastern Europe, or whatever, like Eastern Europe. When he came here, he was a New York Jets fan. His mom couldn't afford a Jets jersey, so she knitted him one. Aww. Now he owns like a big part of the New York Jets. Wow. You know why? He got ahead of a trend. So Mike, we were talking about this, and I said, Mike, I think the trend that's going to be the standard, I know some people have started it, but the standard I think is going to be video reviews. Newspaper industry dead, dying, somewhere in there, yeah? I don't think people want to read websites anymore. So I think if you have video reviews and you have more of them before anybody else, Mike Chow now has 25 buyers, sellers, vendors. Even took me to a great dinner and then made me shoot one. It's on his Instagram, okay? It's pretty. I was like, that's good. See what you did there. I can show you a few seconds of one if you'd like. Yeah. Sure. He's at the Chow team for the rest. This is his first one.
Hi, Carolee Whitehouse here. I am a client of Emily Lou's from a few years ago, and I just had to let you know that she is so awesome, so easy to work with, very trustworthy. That's probably the most important thing for me when choosing a realtor is finding someone who.
She's like, especially in Southern California. That's what she said. So anyway, would anybody like to have these? Yeah. In fact, here's what I would do. People are like, Daniel, what do you do with these? Zillow doesn't. They soft launch something like that, but they weren't doing them yet. So, well, one, if you ask Q, after I set a meeting, I send some video testimonials via text. Android people are going to kill me. Look, most rich people use iPhones, so you should probably get one of those. I used to have an Android, then I went with a company. They're like, Daniel, all our apps are on Apple. You have to switch. I'm like, whatever, deal with it. On an iPhone to iPhone, you can send the videos. If it's Apple, you have to upload it to YouTube and send a link or something like that, right? But you can text them. The other thing you can do is obviously pin them to the top of your social media, the first thing they see. And you could start a website, and that would be a good thing to have on your website. But whenever like Zillow and Realtor, right, like whenever that is the standard, and like you're the only agent in the market that has a bunch of them, because it would take weeks or months to catch up to some of these agents, right? I really think there's gonna be a flood or windfall business. So good, yes. And if you don't want to shoot video, at least do that part. So that's just a little piece of the puzzle. So for some of you, now LinkedIn. Okay, I'll land the airplane, and then we're gonna get to the best at the end. So there's just so much. There's so many good things, and you have to pick what's best for you. I don't like this one. You might. So on LinkedIn, okay, you might want to write these down. Who's your favorite celebrity? Either of you.
Beyonce.
Okay, boom. I'm glad it wasn't Kim Kardashian. Thank you. Okay, so we follow Beyonce, Cristiano Ronaldo. Anybody else, right? We follow celebrities. We connect with our network. Write this down. We follow celebrities. We connect with our network. If you added anybody like me or anybody in this room, you would hit connect. Following everybody you know on LinkedIn will be about as good as lovely as she is. Following Beyonce or following Kim Kardashian ain't helping you in your business. Okay? So you want to connect with your network, follow celebrities. Got it? People come up and ask me afterwards. That's why I say it so many times. The next thing would be, Daniel, who do I have? Should I add other agents? Are they going to give you listings? No? Okay, probably not. Probably not in the beginning. Okay? If they're in another state and your referral partners, that's fine. Here's what you should start with. I just made a new module for this. So like all of your vendors, okay? Mortgage, title, everyone like that. You should be referring them business. They should be referring you business. Because just like here's what's going to happen. If a FISBO just came on, and you look them up, you're like, oh my God, they know Q. Oh my God, what was your name again, sir? I'm so sorry.
Tom.
Oh, Tom.
They know Tom, my title rep. Tom better introduce me. Hey Tom, guess where the closing's gonna be? I'm serious. This right? Add all of your vendors. Your vendors aren't gonna do. They don't give you enough referrals to begin with, right? But again, you can kind of not force them. What I say, you can like playfully influence them to give you one, right? So anyway, definitely do that. The other thing on LinkedIn you can do is a poll, like POLL. So I did a poll on LinkedIn one day. Remember when Facebook would like show your pictures of your friends and family? You have to pay Mark Zuckerberg. So like LinkedIn still has that organic reach. I get 50, 20, 30,000 people who see me per week for free on LinkedIn. That would be a lot of money on Facebook, right? And again, they're not TikTok people, which is fine, but most people on TikTok, like where's the luxury homeowners? They're on LinkedIn, right? They could be on both, but. So anyway, I do a poll. So imagine you just do a poll like, hey, are you considering selling? Are you thinking about buying or selling? I do it like a couple times a week. People like to click buttons. I'll have like 100 people answer yes or no. And only you can see it, which is pretty cool. I don't like that one, but if you had nobody else to call, what if everybody on your LinkedIn owns a $10 million house? I might look at it, right? Daniel, how would you make that happen? I don't know, I'd pull that list from Remind and then have my assistant go out on LinkedIn, right? Getting this? Making sense? Now, my favorite would be this, to actually just go straight to, I have a list of all, I guess you can't see it. I have a list of all the referral partners. I don't know if it's here. Let me see if I can get to it and then we'll, yes. So anyway, referral partners, actually flip over. Should be on the other side. So does anybody have a favorite on here? It should be in the blue section. Yeah, does anybody have a favorite other than attorneys? Celebrities are on there, professional athletes. Assisted living facility is a good one, right? So add these people on LinkedIn and you'll eventually be able to find somebody like a homeowner that knows one of these vendors, right? And you can go like literally exponential. Okay, so landing the airplane, here's what we got. LinkedIn is like a referral generating machine. I don't care about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the tools in the process to get listings, because that's really what we ultimately want. Just makes it way easier if you don't want to cold call and endlessly cold call and door knock. So this is my name, Daniel Fleischman. So that's my LinkedIn. There's another Dan Fleischman. We get mistaken all the time. He's the youngest founder of a publicly traded company. We're confused so much I had to make a YouTube video. We're actually kind of cool, kind of friends. I'm glad he's worth over 100 million. It's kind of cool. Anyway, but if you do want to add me again, it's Daniel Fleischman. Again, you would connect with me. You wouldn't follow, and stay after, and I'll get you some bonus stuff, like I said. So that's gonna be my profile. Now on LinkedIn, the max connections, it's off the chart. It's over here. 30,000 is your max. Some companies have 100,000 employees. They had to come up with a number. This, you might want to write this down. How many do you need? Probably 500. Every human knows 500. If you don't, I should make a challenge. I bet you know 500 people. Prove me wrong. I don't know, something, right? But I'm telling you, everybody knows 500. Because then once you do that, you have 250,000 people. Don't we hear sphere of influence, referrals? Do we hear this ad nauseum? Yeah, everyone can be in there. Everyone can be in there, which is cool. Next level. So we have referral partners. All right, let's land the airplane with the best stuff here. So we've got, I'll skip this one, but like if you do want an Instagram on it, we do have, I can maybe voice over it. So the one thing that most agents are not doing, do you want this one, the Instagram piece?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, you do. So most agents, what they're not doing, can you two guess? They're doing Matterport, 3D walkthroughs, drone, digital SLR photos, video. What are they not doing? They're not in the videos, okay? Ladies, who's heard of Spanx? You're like, where's he going with this? Who's the founder, the owner? Sarah Blakely? Billionaire, baller, right? She need any money? She makes social media like crazy? Every single day. Probably her legacy play, in my opinion. I'm not, that's up to her. Who knows who Mr. Wonderful is from the Shark Tank? Yeah. Who had no idea who he was 25 years ago? Video, like when you build your personal brand, you get overpaid. More people. Hugh alluded to this, and you're gonna get me in trouble. Did I coach somebody on a Netflix show? Yeah, for sure. Did she get 7-figure listings because of the show? Yeah. Was he or she the best agent, for the job? I don't know, maybe, but they knew who she was, right? So like, who knows you and who you know is gonna be way more important than what you know. My joke when somebody's new, I'm like, oh cool, the less you know about real estate, the better. They're like, really? I'm like, I'm being facetious, but like, I'm just, no, I mean, I know some things, but it's a people business, right? So anyway, if you don't wanna make video, at least get video reviews. And you can, for the next 5 years, you should be able to do it without video. All right, so we're gonna land the airplane, let's crescendo, we'll bring it all together. So here's what happens. I'm sorry, jet lag. Your first name again?
Call me JB.
JB, love it. So you have used this ring mine and pulled stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it a hot mess like this when you look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is when everyone wants to go to happy hour. You can come in if you want. You good? What's your name? Joseph Daniel. What do you do?
Do home inspections.
Boom! There you go. You buying lunch? I'm just kidding.
I did bring lunch.
Yeah.
I brought lunch here for you.
Alright. Well, I'll finish in 5 or 10 minutes. You want me to land the airplane? It's the best stuff. So let's say you picked your favorite list. So JB, would you do expired, FSBO, luxury, downsize? If you had to pick one.
Let's go downsizers.
Yeah, right? So we'll do that custom search. When you pull it, you'll look like this. And then you want to go to happy hour. It looks like this, okay? So a virtual assistant, we have a training module for them, can take this, excuse me, and make it look like this. Obviously, yeah, I know, man. I don't know what's going on. I've not eaten since yesterday. I ordered Uber Eats, it didn't come. I don't know, I've been living off water. Sorry, that was gross. Anyway, so you take this list and then you make it look like this. Does that look a little bit better?
Yeah.
Q, don't worry, I'll tell him to upload a command in a second. I will.
Wait.
So this is the most boring, not sexy thing that I teach. It's super important. You ready? Their correct cell phone, right here. Do we want that? Yeah. Some of you are probably like, damn, you said nobody picks up the phone anymore. They don't. However, I have a trick for that. In fact, the new FSBO came on. They got 200 calls that day, which they couldn't handle. The only person they met were me and the agent I was working with, because it's something we text them. You gotta meet me in person for that one. Or just come see me. So you can't text them something. They can actually make them, right? 200 people call, why would they call you back? You better have something good that you're, some other mode of communication. Office phone, right? That's gonna be the other, you stay this long, I'm gonna give you this one too. The other thing too, whoever listed it, it's husband and wife, who's getting blown up, the one that posted it. Call their spouse, they're not getting any calls. That's simple and elegant? That works. Oh, not sexist. Okay, I'll be sexist against men. When you're looking up people's phone numbers, the wife always has a cell phone. Always. Way more than the husband, okay? I'm not just saying, it's just a fact, okay? Office phone is not on the do not call list, and VIP successful clients, or my mentor was like, Daniel, what's a baller? Like, it's like, what's hood rich? Anyway, I'm like, oh my God, right, okay. But anyway, so like baller, VIP, wealthy, successful people, they pick up their office phone during business hours. It's probably why they're wealthy, okay? And you want their Facebook and their LinkedIn, just so you can kind of I call it LinkedIn stalking. Obviously don't be weird, but just find out where they work. Here's another one. Eric Jubeck, Palm Beach, you can look him up. He was the team leader. He just moved into another role with Keller Williams. But he didn't want to talk to me either. I was on his LinkedIn. He worked at Circuit City. I was like, Eric, you worked at Circuit City in college? He's like, yeah. I was like, me too. He's like, for real? We're buddies now. We're buddies. Because on his LinkedIn, I saw he worked at Circuit City. We used to get 90% off speakers, make 50 grand a summer. It was legit. It was a good job. Is that stupid? What if they went to the same college? You're into the same, anybody like animals? You're into animals. You're into like whatever. I'm telling you, it can be. If you don't know somebody in common, there could still be something good. You like that? So you get a whole list like this, right? Wouldn't that be much better than the other one that makes you want to go to happy hour? Okay. Then you upload this to command, and there's spots for all this in command, okay? So then what we're going to do is, pretend this is command. I didn't want to violate copyright. Obviously, command looks better than this. By the way, is command perfect? No, it's still fantastic. You should see, there's this one company, I won't name them, their CRM's out of the 80s. So I do think it's the best CRM. You should use it. But when you bring up your CRM and you click on their LinkedIn, bam, what if their LinkedIn popped right up? Wouldn't that be great? Then you bring up what? Mutual connections. Thank you, Vanessa. And from there, what's going to happen is, the owner of this house, there was an agent on the East Coast. There was one connection they had, and it was their mortgage loan officer, either Chase, Wells Fargo, or something. But wouldn't you rather get your loan officer to introduce you than cold call? Yeah, right? It's just a different world. So we have that virtual assistant module. Now, I promise you this, so I'll land the airplane with this. You want homeowners to call you, right? Now, I can't promise you a few Karens won't call you as well. I cannot help you, okay? It's I'm not like a miracle worker here, okay? But here's how we do it. Say we did this custom search, downsize, JB, right? So no mortgage, 2 stories, lived there 20 or 30 years, et cetera, et cetera. You can drill down quite a bit. We pull that list, whichever one, or luxury, sunshine, whichever one we want, okay? So I like to do email marketing campaigns, okay? So this one here, it says sick of stairs, considering downsizing. If you send that to 10,000 people that are downsize candidates, 5,000 will open it. A few of them will call you. One might be a Karen, I can't help it, sorry. Some of the rest will be homeowners. Some will reply. And then remember if I said information is the most valuable commodity? A few of them will open it 16 times, okay? And they're not neurotic. You and I, we don't open our emails that much, right? That's weird. I barely opened them one time. But if you sent them sick of stairs considering downsizing and they opened it 16 times, they're super duper interested. You should call them because they want to do it. It's almost like being like Neo in the Matrix, like you're being able to, it's like a superpower, right? Also, if they open it 37 times, that's another agent trying to figure out what you're doing every time. You know, when it gets obscene, that's what it is there. Now, there's better ones than this. We have a bunch of templates. That one's pretty funny. This one is actually one of the best performing for downsize. Now, some people are like, yeah, no, it's not professional. I'm like, you need to Google professional, the definition, because if that got me 2 listings, that's professional. Okay? That is. We have boring ones though too, like you just like 4 times it's time to downsize, right? Whatever you want. This one's good. So this is an expired, a $1.7 million expired. I covered up the name, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. All right. I better fix that. Anyway, it said. I'm glad I remember that. So that's so Mike. That was Karen. Yeah. There's a team up in South Pasadena too. It's Karen and Albert. So basically, we sent an email to every expired. Which there's probably about 1,000 within an hour of here. And when you send 1,000 emails, like something's gonna happen. Some good, maybe a little bit bad, you know, nothing too crazy. Make sure they're expired, right? Of course, don't be sending the pendings, like, you know, get yelled at. But this was our old one, our new one works way better. But that email, like right there, which actually says, yeah, no, let's get together, I do wanna sell my property again. So, I don't wanna call 1,000 expires, but would you email 1,000? Not horrible, right? And yeah, like we have them for absentee owners, for pretty much every category. And then if you want to work with attorneys, you can start with that one. However, just use it until you get your LinkedIn because the intro is going to be the best way to do it. So we'll land the airplane with one or two things here. So, and then yeah, see me at the end, I'll get you some bonus gifts. Here we go. So I actually do use MailChimp. I used to use this really expensive program. MailChimp, I don't know, they must have a deal with Google. They let me send 50,000 emails. They deliver to all of them. If you've ever sent emails, that's a lot. Imagine emailing 50,000 homeowners. Again, some good and bad things are going to happen. Okay? So don't make sure your home address is not on your email. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, like you can track the opens. I'm telling you, that person opened this 4 times, you should call them. They're like, oh my God, I was just reading your email. Oh my God, I'm so surprised you getting this? Good stuff, right? And then lastly, secret 3. So we want to make this easy to execute. So come see me after and I'll make it easy. No, seriously, there's 3 ways to learn. Whether it's your productivity coach, Q, or anybody, there's only 3 ways. You can be like, I'm gonna figure this out on my own. You still pay. You pay with lost time and lost revenue. 2 is done with you, like your PC. Get with your PC. I'm sure if you ask them for help, they'll help you. Or Q. He would be happy to. Option 3 is the most effective, which is done for you. I think Williams is probably like more like 2, and I think we are. So let's bring this and land this all into one idea here at the end, okay? So, and just play along because we're gonna land the airplane. Do we want people that need or want to sell their homes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, everybody open to email them to like kind of put some like, you know, hooks in the water, see who's interested? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, cool. Direct mail, I love it. But sending 100,000 pieces of direct mail is expensive. Sending 100,000 emails is cheap. Take the golden letter, like all the content and the material is great. Do 100 pieces of direct mail or 1,000 and do like 10,000 emails, right? Go ahead and do both, that's fine. Now, everyone wants some video reviews. I mean, would those be cool to have? Yeah, there's nothing like having another buyer or seller tell everybody how awesome you are. Then, so what if we checked all these boxes and you know somebody in comment on LinkedIn, would we pick up that phone call or maybe make a few of those phone calls? So that's the kind of strategy that we're working on. It's like the exponential strategy. So I'll leave you with this. You heard a little bit about Mike Chow. So he's probably getting hopefully semi-famous due to some of my trainings here, but he is the man. He's really cool. Mike Chow does this thing. Who knows who Steve Wynn is? He built the Bellagio, the Wynn, the Encore. Yeah. So I'm borrowing this idea from Steve Wynn. Steve Wynn says you want raving fan clients. Okay? So what's a raving fan client? So here's a story. Somebody, I'm gonna change it slightly because I forget. Husband and wife, baby boomers, were like driving from Southern California, let's say Chino Hills, but it wasn't. Like Southern California to Vegas. Everybody done that drive? It was kind of fun. So they get to, I think it was the Wynn or the Encore, let's say the Wynn. And so the husband has diabetes. Does anybody know someone with diabetes? Can you die if you don't have your insulin? Yes. So they're about to drive home. So I believe his name was Javier. He's like, hold on, before you go. They said, do you have a housekeeper? He looked at their car, figured they might. And so they're like, yeah. He's like, well, my cousin lives down in Southern California. Like, it was 6:30. When do you need your next dose of insulin? Like, we need by 8 a.m. He's like, I'll have it here by 7:30. So he calls his brother, meets with the housekeeper. Must have a friend with a hypercar, supercar. I don't know. They drove overnight, got it here. And do you think the next time that couple goes to Vegas, they're going to be? Oh, did you mean to have the camera on? Did you mean to have the light on?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. No worries. So the next time, I still love you, sunshine. It's all good. So the next time they go to Las Vegas, do you think they're going to be? They're going to maybe think about staying at the Steve Wynn property? Is that how they got treated? Is that a raving client experience? So let's juxtaposition that with an agent who refuses to pick up the telephone. You see the difference, right? So what I'm saying is, I think Mike Chow, I think he creates raving client experiences. He does. He told me some of his listing points. It's like I show up at Starbucks and we do this and this and this. Like the value is like through the roof. Okay? And to quote Ed Milet, sometimes one more person can change your life. If you got like the right person as a raving fan client, if anybody can think of one, let me know. But let's just say, for example, like a real estate investor, or or Dr. Dre's divorce attorney, or someone. One person can open the Rolodex to you and completely change your whole life. So I say be like Mike Chow and help him, create raving fan clients. So I'll land the airplane with this, if you're good with it. So Mike Chow, it's like they say in life, the more you give, you're teaching our kids, right? The more you give of something, the more you receive. What do I mean? If you want to smile at somebody. If you want to punch in the face, go punch somebody in the face. They'll probably punch you right back, right? I'm sure. Now, Mike Chow, I helped him get 25 video reviews. So he actually shot one for me, his whole team. Now, I'd like to show it to you if you're open to it, not to show you how cool I am. I want you to think how cool it's going to be when you have several. You want to check it out?
Yes.
We'll land in the airplane. Maybe. You still mess with this thing? Man, I can't take you anywhere. Just kidding. There we go.
Hey, this is Mike Chow with the Mike Chow team. Honestly, we get calls all the time for coaches and trainers and leads, marketing. Like, we get a bunch of calls every single day. Okay, my biggest fear is that the coaches are not going to add any value. They're going to overpromise and underdeliver. Working with Daniel has been fantastic. I mean, he goes like above and beyond for not just the team, but every individual on the team. And I think CC, Sabrina, Annie, Charlene, Kevin, Christine, you guys can attest to that, because I mean, he called you like way more than that was whatever was stated on the contract. I'm not saying he's gonna do that for everybody, but I'm just saying he went above and beyond, like, and he's still doing that today. We talked about mostly using LinkedIn, but we lead generated. So a lot of coaches, they just they're just kind of coaching you and how to do it, but we're actually doing it as a team. With Daniel, we created some email marketing campaigns that were effective. We actually did some lead generation and prospecting. We got introductions to probate, estate, and divorce attorneys. Helped us solve some of the biggest problems in our business. We're working towards exponential results. Yeah, we plan to break records in 2023.
Boom, right? So look, he made me this, and please do not call Mike Chow. Like, I do not want him, right? I mean, like, if you see him, say what's up. But like, I do not want people. This one is, I called Mike Chow 10 times. I'm like, bro, leave Mike Chow alone. That's why he made me the video. But wouldn't it be great to have that from sellers, buyers, vendors? I'm telling you, it will make a huge difference. So we'll land the airplane with this. Stay after. If you want to set the one-on-one, I'll do it with you literally right now. If you have to leave, you could text me. But listen, my name is Daniel Fleischman. It's Exponential Real Estate Results, Exponential Business Coaching. Just remember one thing. If you only take one thing with you today, 1% improvement per day can literally get you exponential results. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you want to set a meeting, come on up. We'll do it right now.
Okay, really quick before everybody gets